Niggas, whiteys, Jews, crackers. Don't worry. If there's hell below, we're all gonna go.
Hey, episode 6 of Angry Black Man Podcast, Angry Black Man Syndrome Podcast. We are here. This is going to be a great episode, man. Fucking electric. We got Leem Samad again. Halim.
What's up?
What's up?
Not much, man.
Leem, of course. The only person I can think of as a black dude that might be angrier than I am is Leem, of course, because Leem is very opinionated, and that's why we have him on the show. We love educated, opinionated people. Tambre Massman.
That is my name.
Also opinionated, educated,
Sort
very
of.
funny. This is going to be a fucking exciting show, man. People are going to argue and shit. It's going to be great. Cameron Muzzuca.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Cam. Cam is the man, of course. He's a fan of Curtis Mayfield, which, like, if anyone was watching the video, or if you watch the video after the show is posted, he knows the lyrics to the fucking opening song. You know, that's cool. And, of course, my friend, my buddy, Kevin motherfucking Addison. Funny guy, funny comedian, Seattle.
I suppose, yes.
Yes, and also beard that he doesn't even have to take care of. It just grows naturally, beautiful skin tone. If I were gay, I'd fuck him. All right, so here we go. We're starting the show. All right, rape jokes. I know.
Wow, we're going straight.
We don't beat around the bush, unlike rapists. That's
No, wait. Isn't that exactly what they do? Oh,
no, because
see,
not
I'm
around. It's, you know, it's, yeah.
It could be a very unskilled rapist.
That's true. That's true. No, rape jokes. You see, obviously, we started off with kind of rape jokes, but, you know, like, it's a big debate amongst the comedians and also the larger society, apparently. My views on any type of hard joke is that if you have the skill to find the humor in it, you can make it funny. But a lot of people who don't have those skills will still try to take on those topics. And, all right, so we're going to talk about that. Who wants to fucking tackle this? Anybody?
I have an opinion on this if no one else does.
All right.
Like, all right, so in my opinion, if you make a rape joke and you're not funny, like how do you know until you make it? You should be able to try to make it even if you're not good. I think just like any joke, you have to try to get good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing with jokes and comedy. It's dangerous. And, yeah, you can say anything you want. We've got free fucking speech in this country, and I am 100% for that. You can say whatever you want, even if it's hateful. But the thing you have to be aware of with rape jokes is that 1/4 of women will be sexually assaulted or raped in their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And probably that it's actually a higher number than that. That's 1/4 in the U.S.
Because
if you
some
live,
of them don't report it.
yeah, so many don't report it. So if you make that joke and there's any women in your audience, if there's over 8 women in your audience, you're telling that joke in front of someone who has been raped or sexually assaulted. So you got to think about that. You have to be fucking aware. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't make the joke, but when you make that joke, you got to be willing. That's what the fuck pissed me off about the whole Daniel Tosh thing. Not that he made the joke, but that he got so pissed that somebody said something to him, like, look, you're going to touch rape?
He didn't really get that pissed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't
like,
really
what did he
get
do?
that.
He apologized.
And he didn't get that pissed. But the whole thing is like, if you make a joke that incendiary, so you say something really racist, something really sexist, you have to be willing to hear someone from the audience call you out on your bullshit.
I agree with
Right.
that.
And if you're fucking willing to deal with it, then make the joke.
And that's part of the skill of comedy anyway, is repartee, dealing with, you know, people who may not agree with what you say in the audience, and that's a skill in itself to deal with that. You know, if for those of you who are comedians and who are, you know, fans of comedy, you know, it's sad when you know, it must be a failure of the culture if comedians have to also, you know, address rape. You know what I'm saying? Like, it must be something really wrong with the culture if it's our responsibility all of a sudden to take heed to this kind of shit, you know?
Well, and that's the whole thing about the rape culture. I mean, it's a really real thing. There is a rape culture. It's acceptable to talk about it in a way that's not acceptable to talk about other things. And that's because this is my opinion, and it could be full of bullshit, but I think that's just part of our whole biological history. You know, I mean, that's how humans happen for a long time, was rape.
Just to play devil's advocate real fast. What do you say about like murder jokes or cancer jokes, suicide jokes, stuff that affects a large population?
Well, it's the same thing. You make a suicide joke, somebody in the audience might have fucking tried to commit suicide, or their brother did, and they might be pissed and they might say something.
But meanwhile, you never hear anyone like defending murder culture or suicide culture.
Yeah, but the thing about rape that's different is that it specifically targets one group of people. Like, say you made a lynching joke, that's different. That's a different variation on a murder joke. That, you know, if you make a lynching joke, if Anthony makes a lynching joke, it's different than when I make a lynching joke.
Well,
That's
huge population of men do get raped. A lot of
college.
and they do.
College prison rape is like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's
That's just
pretty
real.
And that's true too, and you have to think about that when you make those jokes also. Like, yeah, maybe, and you make a joke about getting raped in prison, some guy
Has really been raped in prison.
Right.
has really been raped in
Hey,
prison,
but
or
you-
has been really raped by their priest, or really
Right.
raped by their uncle. And the weird thing about rape is we all think about it like something that happens to you as a woman. You're walking down the street, someone fucking attacks you, jumps out of an alley, bam, you get raped. That's not how most rape happens. That's a real thing, and it happens. It's really prevalent, but mostly you get raped by people you know. Like, for instance, there is calculation in my head. I'm in this room with 5 dudes. If I didn't know you guys and know that you would be fucked if you did anything, I might be a little scared because it's fucking real.
Let's turn off the cameras right now.
That shit. Whatever hard on I had, that shit just died. Like, shit.
Yeah.
This sexy ass woman
You know,
is talking some
but
good
like
shit.
as a comedian though,
Like,
and
fuck.
this is part of, I guess, a lot of comedians feel this way. A lot of comedians have a close relationship with pain in general. You know, we grow up dealing with some form of oppression or some form of slight from people, and then what we do is we learn to take those slights and turn them into positives. You know, a perfect example of that is, you know, when a black comedian uses the N-word. That's a word that's historically linked to all that shit we already know about, but at the same time, they're taking that and then they're turning it into a weapon that they can use.
Oh no, that's why I'm a big proponent of the word cunt.
Yo, well,
Dude.
I grew up here.
Round of applause for
Dude, that
It's nothing wrong.
I belong to a sketch comedy troupe called Silly Cunt. So there you
Nice.
go.
It's an underused word.
It is.
yeah, because you're
so bad about saying
reappropriating exactly. I know, I know
I'm
what you're
actually,
doing.
I consider it to be emasculating the word cunt because I mean, you think cunt, it's all about a girl's parts, but it's not. It's also about how women's sexuality is viewed, and so and there's all this masculine baggage tacked
Right.
on to cunt, and I'm like, no, it's my fucking word. I'm the one with the cunt. It's mine. So, and I'll use it like a scalpel or a bludgeon, however it needs to be done.
Right. Yeah, and that's how I view comedy in general. Like, you're taking pain and you're owning it so that psychologically you get over it to you know, to deal with your own life. And to also
came up with the word cunt, though. I just had to look at this shit.
isn't that English or something? Isn't that like
It's actually
What the fuck is
okay.
it derived
Okay,
from?
I know way too much about this.
sweet?
I performed the monologue cunt in the vagina monologues. So cunt is actually there. It's one of those words that there's a lot of questions about the etymology. There's some words that you can pinpoint really clearly, and some words you can't. Cunt is one of those words that you're like, I'm not sure. But one of the things people think it is from the Hindu goddess Kunti Kali, and Kali is the goddess of destruction. And yeah, exactly.
Some cunts will destroy some shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. That's why I'm pro that word. It's a powerful word. I'm like,
I know a couple
I'm a
cunts.
fucking cunt, and you better watch the fuck out.
I know some destructive bitches. I know a couple cunts. Fuck your life up.
Oh man.
We
Who's
know
better
how to
stop
use
playing with-
plastique. Sorry, not planning a bombing. Swear to God.
Cameron, what are your thoughts on this?
I want to know how big your cunt is, Anthony. To be honest
7 inches width, dilated. My clit is about 2 inches.
Good.
Yeah. I have a really nice cunt, actually. It's pristine. I take care of
Is
it.
it velvety and smooth?
It's more noggin high.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. That's a good. This church told me to something new. Grooming. I'm like this. I'm pro grooming on all aspects for both people.
This is hilarious. I did the.
I'm not one sided on this shit.
I did the hair
I'm not
monologue.
one sided on this shit.
Ah.
Hey yo,
Too.
if as me as being a dude, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really grow that much hair anyway, so I'm kind of blessed.
I know we can see your legs.
I know, right? Look at that shit. Finesse, baby. You know what I mean? But so it makes, because I'm such a hairless motherfucker, like it makes me like really off-putting from hair. You know what I'm saying? So like chicks get mad when I'm like, damn, you ain't shaved. Like fuck. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
but that's unfair because you don't grow any hair,
but,
so it's
well,
easy
but
for you.
But time out though. That's the whole thing I'm saying. People can assume that, oh, you're a dude, like, blah, 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 you're supposed to have hair. Well, I'm a dude that doesn't really grow a lot of hair. So I'm just all around the board. Groom your shit. Don't, like, try to get me to go get sexy time. and
Wait,
go
are you saying
diving.
that to the women that you will date or just women in general?
I'm talking about the women that, I don't care about the women I don't date.
Ah.
It's all about the women I do date.
Okay.
Yo,
So
trim your
that's
shit.
that's your
don't make, you don't,
preference.
gotta,
Right.
you don't have to make it baby bald. Just trim your shit. I'm
Right.
not trying to.
Here's
I'm
the
not,
thing.
I'm
Here's
not
the
trying
thing
to go there.
about pubes.
Here's the thing about
Here's the thing about pubes,
Here's
a
the thing
memoir.
about pubes. That's my catchphrase of the day. Thing about pubes is why do you got to be so binary about it? Broom, don't broom. Why not the fuck? Sometimes I'm like bare like a baby. Sometimes I go fucking tangle weeds. Sometimes you've got some like you're like make it into a
little
diamond
design.
or something. You can do whatever
But
the
it's up
fuck
to
you
how
want.
you-
It's
Right.
like the hair on your head. Do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Get it out of your way, because it does. It
just-
traps the smell.
Oh,
and
yeah.
some people think that's gross. Some people think that's hot. It's a matter of
Yeah,
opinion.
I knew a
Right.
chick that only dated Indian dudes because they smell like cumin and curry. That shit's for real. Fuck out of here.
Like me personally, as far as like shaving legs or whatever, I love when women shave their legs. As far as their, vagina, I honestly, I don't care as long as it's like clean itself,
Okay, can I just say this? You don't shave your vagina. You shave your
Well,
vulva. I'm just terminology.
educate-
It's a fucking
Like,
thing.
there you
Yeah.
go. Terminology is a fucking thing.
It
It's a
is,
fucking
yeah.
You shave your
Don't-
cunt. Okay, that's the real
Well,
thing.
I mean,
You shave your cunt.
well, okay, no, but how do
You
you?
said you had a cunt. You
I
shaved
do.
your
How
cunt.
do you define? How do you define cunt? Is cunt like the whole thing?
Yeah.
I call just the whole
Well,
whole
then
package.
you can shave the outer cunt and leave the
Ah.
inner cunt unshaved.
Hey, you know what?
But can I be in
You don't
touch with
wanna
my
be
inner
shaving in
cunt
there.
though?
You
That's
gotta,
the question.
You got,
Man, I don't give a fuck. Just trim that shit.
I just want a cunt.
Like, I understand that, like, yo, this.
They're
See,
awesome.
women dictate.
Not gonna lie.
Women dictate when sex is going to happen. We're not talking about rape. We're talking about when women dictate when sex is going to happen.
Right, right.
All
for clarifying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that shit for real. Like, a woman knows exactly when who she's gonna fuck and when she's gonna fuck them.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. Like, I just had sex recently, and I didn't think I was gonna get sex that quick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, shorty knew she wanted the dick from the beginning. So, let me just go ahead and rubber duck and get the fuck.
Yeah, rappers know. That's why in their lyrics they say they choosing, because it's true. They are choosing.
Yo, like, women dictate when the shit go down. That's just how it is. Like, I love how dudes waste their time in bars and clubs and lounges or whatever that shit trying to finesse women. Women done scoped you 2 minutes when they done came in the motherfucking bar. Like, don't even come with the fucking game. Just be you.
I was reading some. Apparently, a lot of women are attracted to the chisel faces, right? They love the
sharp-
jawline, the sharp
The
jawline.
Cro-Mags.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as they see that stuff, they can instantly make a decision.
Well, like, I'm a big fan with the Asian bitches because I'm hairless. You know what I'm saying? They love a smooth motherfucker. Man, all my dim sum and Koreans and Japanese.
are we going back to your?
They know who they are. They know who they are. Lucy Liu. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are.
Oh man.
Something Leem said earlier, just for whatever reason, immediately made me envision a man that was like, this is going to sound whatever, but I just pictured a man who was literally like about to rape a woman and then saw that she wasn't shaved and was like, ugh.
Exactly.
You know what? Never mind.
Like,
No, that's not what how. If you couldn't get
No,
a
I'm
bird
sure
on
it's
you,
not, but
rape
just
her
I
with
just
a
imagine that
broom,
scenario where a
because
guy
that's
was.
how fuckers work.
I
made
wish,
that
I wish,
decision.
I wish rapists were courteous, yo. Like, yo, before this go down, how about you shave that shit? You know, like,
Excuse me, I want
look.
to take the vagina against your will, but first, let's see some
you
grooming.
know what? Like,
Let's see
you
if
know
you.
what? That's why when motherfuckers get caught and when they get hemmed up,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the fact that they get locked up and they go to prison, unless they rich dudes like from Duke or North Carolina. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you're a frat boy, you get away with raping bitches. That's some real shit.
Yeah.
I feel like the
it is.
moral of what Liam's trying to say is that he masturbates a lot.
Actually, I don't really masturbate at all. I got a full load ready to explode anytime. You feel what I'm saying?
That's no good. I don't want to.
No, actually,
I don't
if,
wanna
no.
I don't
It
wanna
is.
be hearing that.
Time out. It is a scientific.
Damn.
Is a scientific fact that if you masturbate too much, your semen won't be as sweet as to the woman because you're getting rid of all your good shit.
Who the
It's
fuck?
science.
so-
Wait, it's scientific. Wait,
Okay.
it's science?
North Carolina State did a dick sucking.
He's
They
got
did a
the
dick
science.
sucking science investigation on campus and women and maybe some
'cause
men,
I
but they did
suppose-
with women, and they proved that fellatio and women swallowing reduced cancer more than women that spit. So babies, if you listening, if you don't want to get breast cancer, start swallowing some loads.
Notice.
Pot load facts. Right.
I would like
wow.
to know if any
And I-
university anywhere has done a study
North
about
Carolina
the health
State.
benefits of cunnilingus.
North Carolina
I
State.
bet you
Ah.
nobody
They did
fucking has
both.
done
They
that.
did both.
Yeah,
they did
it-
both. Just go
ASU
look
does
at
a
it.
study every weekend.
They did both, but I'm just saying though, like, yeah, we live in a man's world, like James Brown said, but it ain't nothing without a woman. Cause you have a bunch of motherfucking dudes running around, you ain't gonna have no love.
Okay,
Oh, you
listen,
guys are
I'm-
scientifically unnecessary.
I'm 27 and I've had sex with 2 women, so I think
good
I know
for
what
you.
I'm talking about here. What you got to do is take them out to the nicest restaurant you can on the first date.
Trick dollars.
Drop the L bomb quick, and you're good.
That means they running
creepy
away.
as
That's why, like, you only been with 2
You're welcome.
women.
You're welcome.
Cause you just dropped the L bomb.
L bomb.
I don't know, man. You know what? I think masturbation is fantastic.
It's nothing wrong with masturbating, but if I
No,
can
no,
fuck,
no.
if
I
can
think
fuck-
masturbation should be taught in schools. That's what I think.
Yeah, it lowers
I don't
prostate
know.
cancer.
I don't know. If
I mean,
masturbation
for
was
a
taught in
dude, that's
school-
great.
So there's
I don't want
so
ass
many
cancer.
women don't know how to masturbate. Shocking numbers of women, or they won't fucking admit it if they do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to
Because
masturbate.
true.
I talk about this shit on stage, and people come up like, you masturbate? Like, yeah, obviously.
I knew a girl that would not do it, and if she ever did, she would do it over her underwear. Like she was
Wow.
she was
She's
very.
one of those
how
you-
bitches
now,
who
see,
uses
That's some
an
real body
applicator
issues.
as me
tampon.
as a dude, if a girl can't touch her own cunt personally, then I
So
can't
you
go
don't
into
want-
that.
You don't want anything to do with that because she doesn't know what the fuck. She's going to expect you to do everything.
Hmm.
You don't make her come. She's going to be bad, but she doesn't know how to accomplish
Oh,
it.
all I'm saying is,
Right,
if
right.
you
This is what I
scared to
tell-
touch it, why should I touch it?
Why? This is what I'm telling women. I'm like, how can you expect a man to know how to make you come if you can't do it for your goddamn self?
Hey,
Yeah.
Explore, man.
hey, I used to date a girl that cried every time after sex.
You're not.
Is this rape?
Yo, this shit was hilarious. Like, it fucked me up for a moment because I was like, yo, I would like be sleeping and this bitch be sleeping with me, and I wake up to a whole puddle in my fucking arm, and I'm like, yo, what is she crying about? And then I addressed her, and I was like, yo, did something happen in the past? Is something like I need to know? Like, because I let her control the situation. I'm not like trying to dominate her. I
Right.
let her control the situation. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
she tells me to say scandalous, hurtful things to her. So like, how the fuck are you gonna let me say this shit to you and ask me some shit to you, and then you gonna
there's
sleep
a
out,
history there.
sleep in my bed? No, she said she said wasn't no history there.
Where's
And that's
Dr.
just-
She was lying.
yeah, I still
You
think
don't
and she
get
still hits
that.
me up to this day and asks me how I'm doing. I'm like, well, I can't really talk to you no more.
If she
because-
doesn't, if she doesn't think anything happened, maybe she just doesn't remember it. Because if
That's
that's the thing, if you're gonna ask for abuse and then cry afterwards, there's some fucking baggage there.
Yo, but you know, like that's some fucked up shit. No
I
one
Yeah,
talks,
yeah.
No
I've
one talks
cried
about
after
how that
sex
shit fucks up a man's
once.
psyche.
I cried after sex once, and that was when I managed to have a G-spot and clitoral
Yeah,
orgasm
yeah.
simultaneously. That made
Wow.
me fucking cry.
But it was like a happy cry, though.
I
That's
was
it,
just
yeah,
like,
that's-
Exactly. They say
why makes the
Right.
world so wonderful.
Yeah, well, they say like
I'm so
orgasms.
glad that I'm a woman and I can do that again
They
and
say
again if I
orgasms
want.
can bring on like extreme emotions, so people.
Yeah, it's a lot of dopamines being released.
Yeah. But so I was like, you know what, man? Like I know I'm knocking the box out, but like I can't be killing it every time. Like,
all right, Ice Cube.
like,
All right.
I can't be killing. Like I gotta be honest with myself. I can't be killing it every time. Like,
Let me guess, you put her right to sleep, right?
Yo, I mean,
Jimmy
hey,
runs so deep.
so deep. Put the bitch to sleep. Like no. But honestly, like that shit really fucks my head.
Jesus.
To this day, that shit kind of fucks my head up. Like, damn, yo, like
It's fucking
and I want
our
her-
heads up.
Oh, that's
I want her to address that shit because yo, you can't keep putting that on another man. You need to handle that shit personally, and that's what I say to dudes too. Like, don't be getting in relationships with women if you can't handle your own shit. Like,
Hey, I agree with that. You know what, man? I am the furthest from like a dating advice person you can find, because really my own dating experiences defy a lot of people's common assumptions. I've been with women who were really aggressive. Really, I didn't have to really do much aside from just sit there and just not say anything stupid. And then at the same time, I've been in a relationship with a woman who they want you to be the typical male in the relationship. They want you to play that gender role. So I have no.
And that's why the gender roles are an oppression on both men and women. I mean, true
Yeah.
feminism.
it's
Because
2013.
yeah, no, it's for both people. You gotta you're supposed to be what? You're supposed to be some big manly dude. Do you want to be some big manly dude? Who's
I don't
like-
want to be the breadwinner.
No, you don't want to fucking do that.
I like things to be very
I
equal
like
and
your
even.
style.
Yeah, exactly.
very
Or you're like, it's great that maybe you make more money than me, and
Liam,
I
do you agree with this?
Oh, from past comments that I agree with this shit. Like, yo, honestly, like, that's the only thing when it comes to gender roles. Like, I feel like it's just like, like I said, like, people calling the kettle black type situation.
Right.
Like, they always call, like, oh, you want to pull the race card, all that type of shit. But I feel like, women like to pull, like, when they feel objectified, when they feel like it. Like you'll take a motherfucker ogling you and talking about I'm gonna tear that shit up all day because you attracted to him. But if somebody go out there and try to approach you and you ain't feeling him, he didn't like. I mean, shit.
Whoa,
Now
wait,
you feel bad.
Wait,
But you know what though?
Tambre, do you have a problem?
Go for
No,
it.
no, I'm like, okay, wait. So
I'm just
it's
saying
a double
gender roles.
standard to look. So
It's not
look,
double standard. I'm just saying. Like,
no,
like,
it is. It's a double standard.
don't get
and
mad.
women, there's part what. Yeah, but then you have to shut up when I
I've
shut
been-
you down. That's
Hey,
the
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
rule.
No. I agree with you. I
That's
didn't even get that far. If you shut them down and fucking walk away. But all I'm saying is, I done seen mad women get approached by the scummiest motherfuckers. You know he might be a rapist. He already has let you know all this shit, but just because he's like pleasing on the eyes or she, whatever it may be, like you take the objectifying. Cause it's like it's
So you're saying that they select who they want to have sex with and who they don't want to have sex with?
No. You gotta be selective.
course
I don't
we
care what
do.
you do with your body. Do what you do.
Right,
But-
right.
All I'm trying to say is like motherfuckers want to pull the card when, when
the,
it benefits them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course, what women are also human.
hey, look, I don't pull the race card. I just call it what it is. Hey, motherfucker, if I got an MBA and there's a position open, but you gonna give it to this motherfucker who ain't never had a job, don't got no motherfucking degree, there's got to be some underlying issues here.
Sure.
I'm qualified for the job, but you don't want to give it to me? You don't even want to give me a try. I don't want the job. I want an opportunity.
Maybe he didn't
Right.
say rape in the interview.
See, you know what I like? I like when, it took me some growing to do,
Maybe.
but like at 27, I like when women make mistakes early. Because once they get to a certain age, they realize that a lot of that's bullshit, and then they actually start to like dudes for the right reasons.
Well, I think we all attract certain type of people initially.
Sure.
As you get older, you start filtering
Crazy
that shit.
foreign short dudes
Sure.
in my case.
Hey, someone's on the line. Who's on the line? We got a caller. Hey.
This is Jack Bowers.
Hey, what's up, Jack? How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, enjoying the podcast. I just, kind of
It's very rapey.
The race,
Yeah.
culture, race culture topic. But, I agree with what Joey Richard brought up earlier. You can't pick and choose. If you're going to get mad at rape culture, you have to get mad at all these other cultures, too.
Yeah, see, I agree with that completely. For me, I've learned that as much as I'll attack, racism or whatever, I've learned to also attack, sexism and homophobia, because I've got friends of, different backgrounds.
I think I know that there are subjects that people are sensitive about and get upset with, and they find offensive. But if people want comedy in general to not be offensive at all, then there wouldn't be any comedy.
Exactly.
I don't think that it's offensive. You know what pisses
Comedy's
us
tragedy.
off? What the whole brouhaha is about right now. It's not about rape jokes. It's not about you shouldn't make them. It's not about it's different and hard for women to comedy. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that every time a woman stands up and goes, "This is bullshit," and I don't like it, everybody all of a sudden shuts her down, and she's not allowed to talk.
Well,
and that's what women are getting pissed off about. Like, you can say whatever you want and offend the fuck out of me, but
Right.
when I stand up and say you offended me and I don't fucking like it and I wish you would stop,
People are
all
like,
of a
"Whoa,
sudden,
who's the bitch?"
Yeah, who's that fucking bitch?
Nah,
Shut that cunt up.
See,
get her back in the
Oh
kitchen.
yeah, you saying yeah. Well, you know what? Like, it all depends on the
That's the difference.
situation.
I believe in offending the right people.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in. I think some people deserve to be offended.
But it all depends on the situation. Like, if you are at a comedy show and somebody makes a rape joke or a racist joke, and like obviously somebody who shouldn't say nigga or whatever the fuck ever says this shit, like, you know what? It goes the same way.
I love
If you
all the
got
stuff
if
you're
you got
holding,
the
by the way.
buxom and the balls,
Origami cunts.
if you got the
That's what
buxom
she's
and the
folding over
balls to step up in the middle of a show and say, "Man, fuck you," then guess what? You better expect the same fucking barrage to come
Sure.
back to you. So guess what? It all depends on the situation, how you choose to.
But I think
execute it.
I think a lot of people these days, we live in sort of a hypersensitive kind of
Fuck the
culture.
sensitive, man.
You know, it's because there's so much information is available to everyone, and also information can be changed or spun. You know. So people are always reacting instead of thinking, and so a lot of people will get offended, but they didn't really think about what they were being offended about.
Well, my whole thing is like this. I don't speak various
Hey, Lee,
languages. What's up?
Let me talk.
Oh, go ahead,
Got
Jack.
something to say.
Go ahead, Jack. I got you.
The reason why I called in the topic of offending people and worrying about offending people, I did my first black room last night. I was kind of paranoid all week because I got some, jokes that's semi-racist against black people. And I think they're funny, but
I think they're funny.
and so I knew I couldn't do my normal set there, and so it was just interesting what you have to.
Why not?
Nah, man. See, that's your problem right
there.
there. You supposed to say exactly how you fucking feel. I'm like this.
I don't want to get my ass kicked though.
Well, then
okay?
you ain't
idiot.
prepared for the
So I
real
did
shit.
my act,
You ain't
maybe I
prepared
did
for the
like I
real
was
shit.
winning.
You better
And,
say how you
so-
fucking feel, Jack.
Let's lower our voices. We're fucking indoors, first of all. Jack,
Being indoors.
Talk,
I don't give a
as loud
fuck.
as you want, really.
It's a fucking control.
So
mic.
what did you do, Jack? Like,
Say
how
some
did you
racist
what did
Well,
you?
I did my act as if like I was lean. Like I'd never referred to my wife as a bitch, but in the black room, I called her a bitch, and I just swore a lot and like amplified myself up to 10. I killed.
Hold on,
okay.
I had the pleasure of like going last, so I got to see everybody else
That's
just
right.
Jack,
die on
Did
stage.
you do any of your
and
nerd
then-
material, Jack? Any of your nerdy shit?
probably not.
Black
I
folks
did my Star Trek joke, and they
are
like
just starting
Okay,
to.
I was going to say, you did the Star Trek Negro Prize, right? Because that joke is good.
Yeah.
But Jack, you've seen yourself, right? Like you've seen your arms. Why are you?
Yeah,
worried
you
about
look
getting
like
your-
you do about 20 push-ups.
Why are you worried
every
about getting
minute,
your
man?
ass kicked? You can hold your own.
Yeah, man. Like, first of all, like, I
Have
understand.
you seen yourself?
Yeah, dog.
just-
Your handshake is pretty manly. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I understand you not wanting to offend
Fine.
people, but then, dude, maybe you in the wrong profession, man. Offend some motherfuckers, man. Like, say what the fuck you feel, man.
Well, I agree.
Jack,
I agree.
you-
But I'm so new. Like I had a joke that I said I don't want to fuck fat women, and I worry about offending fat women with the joke.
Why would you be
Yeah,
offended?
no, he called me fat to my face
Well,
once.
maybe
I
you,
did.
maybe
I'm
you.
sorry about
Hey,
that.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I mean, I have never, honestly, I've never, banged a chick that was fat. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, I consider myself fat, so are you saying
I don't
you
think
bang-
you're fat though.
When I was fat, I knew I was
That's
fat.
the whole
and
point,
so it
though.
didn't bother me
I'm
when
just saying, like,
Well, the whole fat thing is a whole other fucking label. It's its own thing. Like, who's fat? Every woman, and I did a joke once and it went nowhere because there were no women in the
Some
room.
people don't
But-
think I'm fat, and I feel fat all the time.
But
Well,
I
you're
get
tall.
up there and I go, okay,
Yeah,
women,
right, that's-
women, don't you hate
It
being
cancels
fat?
it out.
Don't you fucking hate being fat? Because we're all fat, and we're
nothing.
stupid and useless too. It wouldn't be so bad being
Oh,
stupid and
damn.
useless if I weren't also fat, right? As a woman.
So like in this, okay,
But
so
we're all
I'll let you guys
fat.
go. You
We're
guys
all
keep
fat
doing
in
your
our
thing. I'll
own
keep listening to the
mind.
show.
what's up?
I am.
Like I said, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys keep doing your thing. I'll keep
Hey, yo, keep doing your bid, man.
Jack,
Try
I love
this
you,
shit
man.
out.
Thanks for calling in.
Fuck everybody else,
Bye, Jack.
man.
Later, Jack.
You know,
All right, so like that's a good thing he brought up with black rooms because this is something that I've had to at least
what's a
deal
black
with.
room?
Black rooms, you know what I'm talking
What
about.
is a black room?
This motherfucker trolling me. All right,
I've never done
this
one.
motherfucker's trolling me. All right, so when you do
room?
comedy,
That's some racist ass shit.
hey, look, I don't look at it that way.
Are all rooms black in comedy because the lights are off? Fuck out of here.
Oh,
This
look
guy
at
is
you.
colorblind, man.
I know. Look, here's something. You know what? When you do a show with a predominantly black audience, it's different because
It
it's
is
black
different.
folks. It's like doing comedy in front of a bunch of Asians.
Yeah.
It's a different culture.
No. I told you this before. Like, yo, like, I grew up with all different types of people. So my whole thing is like, yo, even in my house, man, we're multifaceted, multiracial. Like, it's my householders like that. So like for me, I do get intimidated by being in all black crowds because like, yo, being in like when I was living in Brooklyn doing comedy and all that shit, like, yo, like you have to like sometimes you try the waters and you see what's going. And then you
Right.
gotta turn it on. Like, and I'm not a jigaboo motherfucker. So what it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna tell motherfuckers like it is. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. If it's a black room, white room, Asian room, fuck all you. This is all it is for me.
I've done a couple of black rooms around the Northwest. I've had fun.
Is that like
I
five
didn't.
people?
Huh?
Is that like 5 people?
No, I mean it's a
There
lot
ain't
more.
no black people in the Northwest. Let's get real.
Nate Jackson
That's
does
a lot
a show
of
in
black
Tacoma
folks.
once
Yeah,
a month.
It's
It's
a
got
lot of black
300
folks
people.
in the Northwest.
Why
The
do
reason
y'all
why
always-
people say that is because it's not a centralized community.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
why they say
All right.
that.
All right.
I-
See,
I'm
trolling
just-
me.
I'm
Why
just-
are you trolling me, motherfucker? Why?
I just go represent my man Terrence while he ain't around. Like, yeah. Like, saying like, nah, man. Fuck that shit, man.
No, when you do black rooms, it's not like it's different because being yourself will always get you respect with some black folks,
I would
no
imagine
matter
it
what.
is.
But like, if you go up into a black room and you talk about so my mutual funds aren't coming in, they're gonna look at you.
No,
like, what are you talking
they
about?
They might laugh because they're like, yo, this is an awkward ass nigga.
They could do that too. But if you go into any type of situation and you're talking over people, they're not gonna probably like you. Or like
I
what
went to
you're
a
doing.
black room one time.
I thought you didn't know what those were.
I was just trolling his ass. I said I went to a black room one time. Obviously, I realized what a black room is, motherfucker.
Look at this tension.
I was in Crown.
Can we all just give each other a hand job?
I was in Crown
this
Heights.
episode.
I was in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I was in Crown Heights, and this motherfucker came in, opened the door. I saw him open the door because the light hit. Like that little, gateway. And that motherfucker was like, man, fuck you, man. You ain't funny, nigga, da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why is it always one of you niggas? I was just like, it's always one of you niggas that want to come out the woodworks, fuck up a whole show for all these good black folk. Like, you came in here just to fuck, and then I ended up knowing the motherfucker. He was like, 'cause I couldn't see his face, and he came in and was like, yo, I got you. I was like, yo, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I look at every room the same. And I try to bring everybody into a conscious mind. And it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter if you white, black, or whatever the fuck you are, man. Like, everybody can deal with the same situations. We all know about being broke, unless you a trust fund kid.
Well, yeah, that doesn't matter, but every room is not the same.
Every room's not the same. Like, I had
Well,
to
see,
do.
but see, I don't know this. I don't know this because I believe every room is the same because I don't have. No, you know why? I've been in different fucking rooms.
But comedy-wise, have
I've been
you?
in different fucking rooms, comedy-wise.
Okay.
And
And you
So
kill
you
it
should
every
know then
single
that it's
one.
not. It's never the same. It's
No.
never the same.
What I'm
Even
saying-
even
what I'm
amongst
saying
white
is-
folks, it's not.
No,
the
what
same.
I'm saying is you
No,
try shit out, you test the waters.
Hey, you guys, what's bombing? What's bombing like? Is that bad?
I don't
Is
know
that
what
not good?
bombing is like. I don't know what bombing is like because in my culture, when we bomb a motherfucker, we don't come back. Yeah.
He's talking about comedy bombing.
That's not
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about comedy.
We're
I was talking about
talking
jihad.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because in my culture, when we bomb motherfuckers, we don't come back.
I thought you were saying that because you were an American and we
I'm
bomb the shit
a
out of
Muslim
people.
American, so I might bomb you motherfuckers
USA.
later.
Oh my God! This is turning into a terrorist threat.
I know.
Leem,
That's right.
what are you doing, man?
What am I doing?
Like,
I'm
I-
put my
You're a
kafaya
favorite
on and
player.
start going PLO on you motherfuckers.
Like,
What the fuck?
I had to
Oh,
do
shit.
I had to do a comedy show in front of a mostly female audience not
You
too
should've
long
killed
ago. I did fine, but I had to adapt. I couldn't
mean,
just go up there and be like,
know.
"Bitches be shopping."
Nah,
obviously,
nah. See,
you
my
know.
thing's like this.
No, it's fucking different.
I come
I
ar-
mean, I can't do the same material. Like I am going If I get famous, it's going to be the Bette Midler route. It's going to be bitches and the fags in their bathhouses. That's what is going to work for me, because that's the sort of people. It's of course there's different rooms, and of course they're different. And of course you do better in certain audiences.
Right.
Obviously, the sort of audience.
You know who loves me the most, audience-wise? I'm gonna be honest. Real niggas, whatever that means, and white radicals. They love
you,
me.
right? But Anthony, what I say here is this, man. Like, I don't like to. I mean, we all have our secrets of how we approach audiences and things like that. And I think as comics, like we should like share info, and we always give each other like, this was good, this wasn't good, you know, whatever it was. But honestly, like, I know I'm very fortunate in who I am as a person because. I have material. Like, it's like a DJ. You create a music mix, right? But at the same time, like, yo, somebody comes and requests something differently. So when to me, as a comic, what a request is like when somebody heckles you, or when you see that the audience isn't reacting, you have to adapt. Right. But the reason why I'm so like kind of like.
No, you're saying that you won't change who you are as a person.
Yeah, why?
No matter, and that's none of us are saying that. But it is, if you're going to do a black audience and they think it's the Apollo, you got to adapt to that situation.
But guess what? If you want the Apollo, go to fucking Harlem. You ain't at the fucking Apollo.
Now,
so
see,
shut the fuck up.
I'll feel that way too, you know. I understand, you know. But you have to, it's a, you know.
Yeah, because every black, let's be honest, the stereotype is every black motherfucker think they could be a comedian. Like, fuck you. You ain't funny. You ain't funny, dude. Like,
no, that is true, man.
I mean,
I have never done a black room, and I'm reluctant to, because I feel like there's a style of comedy that black folks or black rooms are kind of accustomed to,
right?
And it's not my style.
No,
I'm not loud. I don't yell. I'm not like I'm kind of like a quiet, you know. So, and I really not like I can't handle having people talk or being heckled or whatever, but I just prefer people shut up and watch the show like it's like it's a movie. You don't talk during movies, even though some of them do. But just sit back and fucking watch a show. You're not a part of it, you know. You're not just, you know. It's like live theater. Don't fucking interact.
And we got somebody on the line.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, that's a good point.
Who it is? Who it is?
Who it is?
Is this are you guys the pizza delivery people?
Oh yeah. What kind of pizza are you looking for?
I was just told that I could get a cotton pizza here.
Cotton pizza?
Do you expect us to pick it?
No, that's fine. I don't care how it's collected. I just wanted cotton pizza.
Well, you
cash or charge, motherfucker.
Cash or charge.
Is it delivery or pickup, son?
Pay you in watermelon.
That's very racist.
No, son. No. Chicken skin only. Chicken skin only.
Yeah, we only do chicken skins and welfare
extra crispies.
Deep fried chicken skin.
If it's barbecue, I will fuck you up.
Other form of chicken skin.
Chicken skins? Well, I like fried chicken skins on my pizza. And also I like abandoning my children.
And do you want white sauce or red sauce?
Oh, it's got to go white.
White sauce.
Yeah, of course it's white.
I usually don't like blood in my sauce.
Okay. All right. Okay, so with no blood, chicken skins, abandoning children in their time of need.
I'm paying you with chicken skin, but I don't have that. All I have is watermelon.
Okay.
Can we interest you in a 40 ounce or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
How about a pack of Newports?
Not very angry. You're not angry at all. I was expecting.
Nigga, do you want me to get angry?
From the black audience.
Someone's
like
looking for emotions.
What's going on? Black people podcast.
This caller called in. He said he wanted cotton
black
pizza.
People I've ever met.
A racist caller.
Hold on. Is he live?
Yeah.
I'm the whitest black guy you've ever met, if you've ever met me. I don't know about these two guys over here.
I'm not racist at all. I'm pointing out that you guys
I'm not racist at all, but I would like a cotton pizza. I can pay you in watermelon.
I'm sorry. I was in a latrine when this motherfucker called in.
Well, he wants a cotton pizza. And,
well, guess what? You can't actually, if you eat cotton, motherfucker, it ain't going to fucking digest, so you're just going to be constipated.
Well, maybe he wants it for
How
decorating.
do you know? Have you tried?
Have you tried a cotton pizza? Go fucking cut up a motherfucking. Go buy some cotton balls, put it on a fucking pizza pie for cheddar, and eat the shit and let me know later, you punk bitch.
All right, caller, you've been owned. Sorry, I'm hanging up.
Come on, man. A cotton pizza. Come on, if you're gonna call in and talk shit, come harder than that. For cheddar pizza, Fuck you, motherfucker. Go down to Bartell's, Walgreens, buy some cotton balls, put it on a fucking pizza. Tell me if it's edible, you bitch.
Okay.
Be really regular afterwards.
How about
That's
He
How
was
about you
actually
make-
he was a
Okay.
character too.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know who that was.
That
Okay.
wasn't.
No,
oh.
that wasn't anyone that I
No,
know.
fucking
I don't
A.
give a fuck who it was.
Okay.
Like, you gonna come on that shit, talk some shit.
Oh, we was.
He's off
Oh,
the line.
you ruined. You see, here's what you did wrong.
He's off the
Leem.
line now. Breathe.
Leem,
Breathe.
here's what you did wrong.
can
We
breathe.
knew.
I'm sorry. I'm
we
sorry.
knew.
In through
he-
your mouth, out through your nose.
Here's
Count
what
to
you
10.
did.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give you the blow by blow on what you did wrong. All right. So we knew he was fucking stupid, right? We all were on board with the fact that he was stupid.
Right.
We were fucking with him, obviously, and
I
trying
was.
to get him to be mad, not us to be mad.
I'm not mad. I just
Nigga, you are mad.
No, nigga. That's
You
no,
are-
nigga. That's not being mad. If I'm mad, I might throw some shit. If I'm mad,
Okay.
I might go rob a bank. If I'm mad, I might do some shit to hurt people. Come on, man.
I'm not mad, but I'm afraid right now. 'Cause someone's
Nah, man.
yelling.
You know what? I love when
He's
racist.
elevated.
I don't like raised voices.
I love when racist people and motherfuckers who want to get a rouse out of you call in.
Oh yeah, that's why we do this.
I would
yeah.
give it to you. I don't like baiting motherfuckers to get mad because you know why? He wastes his fucking radio time. He trying to get shine. Fuck him. Get him off the fucking radio. Put somebody else on. Nobody got time
point.
for that shit, Anthony.
Good
He was going to hold us for fucking 30 minutes.
Oh, we
45
weren't gonna
minutes.
let it go out of
But
control.
he would
like
never get
that.
mad because he's a bitch.
It's a good
Oh
point.
yeah, we know that. We know these things.
He's an internet gangster, a computer motherfucker. He gonna come here and talk shit about cotton pizza.
Oh, don't fuck with the internet motherfuckers.
That guy was a computer motherfucker. I agree with you, dude. And
Yeah.
you know, you did the right thing. That guy's call was starting to drag on.
Mm-hmm.
He came in, you shut him down with a little passion. Very entertaining.
That's all it was, man.
He was an internet gangster, but was he an information gangster?
I'm gonna let you know right now.
I was trying to get him to say the worst thing, so then we could like boom,
Punch him.
and then.
but you know,
that's what I was trying to
but
do.
the better half is if he would have called.
Because
in.
cotton, that's easy. I could, I could dance circles around.
But
shit
he's
like
still
that.
listening and thinking about the cotton comments. Like, damn, dog, I didn't come hard enough. So hopefully he calls him, and talk some more. But
Okay, see, racist, try harder. All right, get your shit together. It's gonna be racist.
It's 2013, not 1940. It's a lot of shit that can't get me mad as a black man.
That doesn't
you gotta
mean
come
call
harder.
back, though. That doesn't mean call back.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
way
yeah.
more-
Don't call back. But
don't-
if you do,
Yeah,
try
don't-
harder.
Don't try again.
Don't ever try again.
Oh, maybe try again next week.
But try again next week. But don't try again.
Because you ain't getting an award from this shit.
I have that guy's phone number. I don't want to announce it now, but I am kind of curious.
Oh yeah. Well.
It was from Los Angeles. That's what I do know.
Oh yeah.
Was it
well,
really?
Was it really from Los Angeles? 'Cause
Wow.
If he's a computer kid, he has a Google number.
It might have been that, but yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
See, that's why you guys fuck up. You give your information away, and then we just fuck with you anyway. So that's
I'm
what's
gonna call
happen.
you later.
You know
I'm gonna
what's-
call you later.
What's funny is he said that he wanted like an angry black guy, and then Liam sat down.
Exactly, and he
got
got it. He got one.
He got it.
So order complete.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
He got it. He's satisfied and he's gonna go masturbate.
That'll
I
be-
just wanted to fuck with him like maybe like 3 more minutes. I just wanted him to say the N word eventually. That's
know
what I
what?
was looking for.
Yeah, I know, but you know what, man? Like honestly, when white people say the word nigga, it don't really hit me hard enough.
It doesn't. I just want to see.
You gotta like,
I just want to see a racist be racist. That's all I'm looking for.
you know-
I don't like people hiding their shit. I really don't.
The races are dying off though, yo.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because like I mean, it's kind of hard.
By any genes necessary. I had an old brother tell me that once.
By any genes necessary.
By any genes necessary. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a,
I mean, I just can't even. I can't even understand like motherfuckers who just hate people for the color of their skin. That shit is hilarious.
We
yo.
know.
No one
Come
does.
on, we know. Yeah, no, yeah. But I was just trying. What I was trying to do was just keep on baiting them because it was a bullshit call anyway.
Yeah.
Cotton pizza. That's your angle.
Okay,
so
you-
we were fucking with them.
So you're
on
trying
that.
to see how witty he was, how much.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
it's no, don't. I mean, obviously we were gonna tell him to fuck off eventually.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I was trying to get him to like go to the most like extreme ridiculousness.
I mean, but cotton.
Can I
pizza?
just say that it's really clear that a woman was not involved in the setup of this studio, and I'll
Really?
tell you how. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, if there
Tell us.
was, she made a. There are no hand towels in the bathroom.
Oh.
And I don't know
Hey,
about you
hey,
guys, but I
I
wash
wash
my
my hands,
hands
too.
after
Yeah.
I pee.
I
Yeah.
actually have noticed that. I've been thinking about that.
Well,
Yeah.
this setup
Well,
is
now I made a
perfect.
big fucking deal, so it'll get fixed. Squeaky
Is there
wheel.
no Purell
see,
either?
See, they choose.
There is soap. I
They
bought soap.
choose. See,
Thank you.
she could have been like, "Fuck it, ain't no fucking paper towels," but she ready to, I gotta rectify the situation. Ain't no paper towels in this motherfucker.
Absolutely. How can the problem
Hey, you ever heard of
solved?
air drying? Shake them motherfuckers. I know you be air drying that body. They don't make it fuck out of here.
No, absolutely.
Yo, women
Fascinating.
love air drying. Yo, I used to love when my girl get out of the shower and she just walk around butterball ass naked. Yo.
No, that's the best fucking thing to do.
It's a clean dry. Like, why would you want to sit down on the side?
Very
yo?
clean dry.
And I would just watch
Jesus.
every motherfucking like
You put your hair up and you walk
man.
around. the
dripple
house
of
naked.
water just evaporate off them fucking bosoms. I'm
Because
like, damn, that
towels
baby.
are comfortable and fluffy and
See,
feel good.
see, as a dude, you think towels is comfortable and fluffy, but women love the air dry. Because that breeze just come
Well,
across
and
that
plus,
pussy.
if you
that shit is
haven't, if
crazy.
you haven't shaved, it does make your pussy hair fluffier to air dry.
Delectable.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
You know, it's funny as me being me because you know it's like a strong Thurman type shit. Like, yo, my best friends are black type shit, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
some of my best friends are feminists. I love these women, yo. Like, I love that
That's
shit.
why I call them bitches.
Yo, I got
You
so
know what though? I'm gonna be honest. My last girlfriend, she said I don't have a problem with the word bitch at all. And I'm not saying that she speaks for every woman, but I've heard a lot of women say that word doesn't bother me.
All right, I'm gonna
It's being treated like a bitch.
Yo,
That's probably
Jay,
what they
yeah.
don't like.
It depends on how you use it. Are you calling me a bitch because you're gonna?
Oh, I
fucking
use it
try
strictly sexually.
Liam, what
That's
was-
how I use it. But
Liam,
I'm
what
a
were you
freak.
saying?
Well, kind of you say you treated
It's strictly sexual for me.
So I got into like a little altercation. I like to call altercations because I just want to sound like I did something wrong.
Okay.
Nah, I mean saying I got into a little altercation with a woman recently. You know what I mean? And like she had like a fucking mouth of a sailor. You know what I mean? And she was telling me like yo like. She's like, fuck me like I'm not worth shit. Call me a bitch. And I was like, all right, bitch, let's do this shit. And I was like, pulling her hair, slapping her, and choke fucking her, and all that type of crazy shit. It was kind of fun. But then she said some shit like, I was all into it. And then she said some shit like, oh, finally I found a soulmate. She killed my dick.
Ah,
I was like, oh.
it wasn't the hard shit that turned you off. It was
bitch,
the,
you got feelings? Fuck
She's like, it's so great to find a soulmate. And I was like,
Oh man! Oh, you ruined it. What happened to the bitches
I
and
was
hating
like,
you?
oh, way to smooth it
Bitches don't
out.
feel shit.
Like there's certain words that just have power, and I think like when motherfuckers drop the N-bomb, like nigga, when
don't
motherfuckers
care.
drop bitches, cunt,
Like
sluts. A slut is actually has nothing to do with a pussy. A slut has to do with someone who doesn't clean their fucking room.
Can I use
Is
the
that where it
N-word
came from?
only sexually, by the way? Is that a...
yeah,
That's allowed.
That's,
yeah. Oh, nigga, take this.
I use the N-word sexually only.
Actually,
Hey, yo, Cam,
I
I know a lot of white motherfuckers that love when their girls say, yeah, nigga, fuck me hard, and they be fucking like crazy. I'm like, yo,
Especially if she's black. That's my absolute favorite.
Nah, I know that shit. I know that shit happens. But
I dated a
as
guy
a-
once who likes that.
say call me like slanderous shit. Like I had a chick in Georgia come out her mouth crazy one time, and I almost went Kenta Kunte on her motherfucking ass.
Chop your foot off.
I'm not gonna.
I was like, yo,
I'm not gonna lie. I've had a sexual experience like that with a white lady. I was
tried
like,
to run.
I was like, hey, you call me the N-word. I did that.
Yeah,
In the
no,
context, though, it made sense because it was like
Hey,
depowering.
Hey,
it in
you
a way.
know, I don't really care
in
about
my
derogatory
situation was
terms.
really weird because the guy was like really young,
Oh,
really young.
Oh, you a cradle rocker.
I didn't. He fucking lied to me. I got reverse cougared. He
oh.
was not as young as he actually was. But, yeah.
Man, that's a mental issue.
Dude, and I didn't want to be like this snoopy asshole, but I was like, you like 30 Seconds to Mars that fucking much? There's
What?
no way you're over the age of 25.
That Jared Leto's band or some shit.
Jared Leto's band, yes. And he was
I don't know.
he was black too.
mean,
Loved
hey,
30
well,
Seconds to
We
Mars.
clearly knew he was black, and you said
It's not uncommon.
Hey, man,
You know
I
what?
just
I don't
want-
like 30 Seconds to Mars, but Every Time I Die is pretty good. Man.
Yeah, you're goddamn right they are. You
Yeah,
were
pretty
goddamn
good.
right. they
I've
are.
never listened to that shit.
Yeah.
And
I
if
know
y'all
you don't.
And if you motherfuckers play that shit like y'all play that gangster fag shit the other fucking week, I'm a fucking like.
Hold on.
Hey, cue it up, buddy.
I want to
Little gangsta fag, all right.
Gangsta
know
fag.
what you consider a gangsta fag. I don't know.
I'll
what that
tell you.
means.
Oh, it's
You're
you about to find out, my friend. Oh yeah.
Play it.
This shit is horrible.
It's one of the best rap songs of all time, man.
What is
Yo,
this?
yeah. You asked for it, motherfucker.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just saying what
Wait,
is
just wait for the lyrics.
Well, I just start bobbing his head and shit.
Oh, son! Hold on, where's my snail?
Dog, you rocking to this shit. Everybody got time for that.
All right, we get it.
Wait. You don't get it yet. There it is.
There must be a mistake. I got a wife and a kid, and I'm very, very straight. So I said, take my number and my name.
Very, very straight.
Gangsta fag, man.
You know,
the most gangsta gay dude in rap music
I got something that's
history.
been bothering me lately, man.
What? What's been bothering you?
Is it bitches?
It's never really bitches because I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
You know what?
I find that very hard to believe.
I saw that coming immediately. As
Exactly.
soon as that whole setup happened, I knew someone's gonna reference a Jay-Z lyric.
Intentionally.
I knew.
Nah. You know,
I set him up. Liam knocks him down.
spare.
You know, women don't need a special term to refer to men derogatorily. We just go, men.
Yeah.
That's all we fucking
That's a
need.
nice way to soften it up.
Enough said.
Wait.
Enough said,
What
Tim.
about pigs?
Man.
Like, or chauvinist pigs? I've heard that. Or assholes.
But you know, none of those words hurt me.
Well, of course, no.
But when I go, oh, just like a man.
That doesn't
Come
hurt
on,
me.
it doesn't hurt.
None of that shit hurts me. It's like, honestly, it's
Methinks
nothing.
the gentleman doth protest too much.
Whatever.
No, I agree, man. It doesn't offend me. Like, I'm white. When people call me a cracker, it doesn't offend me. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, high five.
Yeah, cracker. Yeah.
I love saltines. Great. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Like, I've been dealing with like I'm a sports fanatic. You know what I'm saying? And so like it's things that I love in life, and they trying to change my team, my home city, my team's name from the Redskins to something different. Because they said it's derogatory.
Right.
it is.
But it is.
Man, fuck y'all.
Why wouldn't?
What
why-
you wouldn't? You would be
I would
cool.
love. I would
with
love.
the-
Yeah, I would love the
You would
fact.
be cool with like the Kansas City Sambos. That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Really?
Because I love samba.
The
Really?
What about like the
Sambo,
Jacksonville
like
June
little
bugs?
black Sambo.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
see,
Sambo?
Guess what? I wouldn't get mad.
Simba?
Why?
Are we talking about Lion King?
You know, see, exactly. Because nobody has, no one. She's the only one that knows the connection of a sambo. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I know what a sambo is. Jesus Christ, what black guy doesn't know what a goddamn sambo
Guess
is?
what? Guess what though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you like, I played baseball
Okay,
in Georgia,
no,
where somebody called me sambo every motherfucking day. But I played
What is Sambo? I don't know what that is.
Sambo is a story of a little black kid that was made to be mindless and, you know, innocent, dopey. You know, nothing.
There's
it's
all
fucked
these
up.
little figurines with tiny, adorable black children with giant eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
that's sambo.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, like this, right? This is how I look at it. It's definitely offensive to some people.
Okay, now
All right.
It's
so
offensive
are
to me,
you,
personally.
You were raised Muslim. Are you religious Muslim or are you culturally Muslim?
I'm spiritually and culturally Muslim.
Okay,
It's different
so
than
but
religious.
do you practice or?
I
What if I drew
still-
a picture of Muhammad right now?
And I don't get offended.
Please do.
I mean, you wouldn't get offended over that.
Nah, I
this
wouldn't
is your
get-
belief
You're
system.
not gonna
No,
get
I
laid
wouldn't
with
get
that.
offended by it. Why would I?
Well, then you're not a dick, but
Okay.
and that's awesome. But I had this explained to me once by a Native American gentleman, and he was talking about the tomahawk chop that the
Okay.
Atlanta Braves
Yeah,
do.
and like the chant.
And you know what? The Braves not so bad. Redskins
I think
pretty
that's
derogatory. You know,
Well, because the
but-
Braves is actually a term.
Yeah,
that's
but
right,
Redskins, that's a derogatory racial term.
Well,
It
some
should
people don't
fucking-
even know, some people don't even know the depth of what Redskins
I
really
don't.
fucking means.
I don't find it offensive, but I feel like Redskins is more offensive than Braves.
Yeah, but he was talking about the
really?
tomahawk chop and doing this
And
whole
Indian
thing,
and
and,
the chant.
and everybody go, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
That
if you
whole
had
thing.
like the New York Sambos and like the 7th inning stretch. People
Dude.
just do the
Or
electric
he was,
slide.
his
and,
point was like,
you
what
know,
if it
fucking
were,
people throw 40s, you know, out in the fucking
his point was, what if it
field
was the Cleveland Catholics, and every time there was a home run, you know, a guy
They
in a
start
little
fucking a little
Pope's
boy?
miter
Right.
would slide into home plate, and have a piece of bread or whatever the fuck placed
And then
in his
spank
mouth.
a young boy.
Dude,
And then
but they
spank
call
a
it
young
the
boy.
fucking Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You don't see motherfuckers getting mad about that shit.
Because
think
Irish
true.
isn't a derogatory term.
No,
And all Irish fight.
Irish.
Yeah, fighting. You know, they're a bunch of fighting drunk.
What about-
Well, of course, Irish
yeah.
people are going
What
to
about
own
the
the
chill-
fighting part,
Yeah.
not the
What
losing
about that
part.
chill,
They never own
respectful
that.
Irish people. You don't see them fucking getting
If
offended.
it was the fighting mix, it'd be a different story. But it's
Right,
not. It's,
it's-
fighting
it's the
Irish.
fighting-
Well, you know
it's
what?
a
Guess
country.
what? This is what I'm going to say about this. A lot of motherfuckers don't really understand the real term of what Redskin really came from.
Where does it come from?
Oh, it actually didn't just come from being like, oh, Native American and being called Redskin. It actually came from like when the blacks and the Native Americans started mixing. He's a Redskin. Like that's some real shit where people don't want to even respect or
That's
Okay,
still
wait.
offensive.
So
I don't
then-
find it fucking offensive.
Then you'd have the St. Louis mulattoes, or maybe
Hey, I love
or maybe-
mulattoes.
or maybe the New
No,
Orleans
mulatto's not
quadroons.
offensive. It's a technical term. It's,
It's just
Mulatto is offensive or it's not offensive?
No, it's not offensive.
It's
It's,
a
it's,
technical
it's, it's a
term.
technical term. It's what it's actually called.
It may be like kind of.
Well, look, it's not that. It's
Parents.
not like people are like outraged Redskins. It's just like, hey, that is you
Hey,
know,
look,
Indian
I'm-
folks.
This is what I'm
don't
be
wanna-
real on. This is what I'm be real on.
Okay.
If you want to call, like, say, like, I actually
Only
have,
this, though.
I actually have a third.
Everything else has been fake.
I
Yep.
actually
Till
have
now.
Redskin. I
All
actually have
fake.
Redskin in me. So that's some real shit. So I understand, like, yo, Trail of Tears, all that type of stuff. I learned that. You know what I mean? But on some real shit, the only reason why motherfuckers get mad about shit is when they ain't getting reparations for it. So if you want to use that name, pay these motherfuckers. Give them money.
That's fair. All right, fine.
Because I guarantee you, if they was getting millions of dollars, they wouldn't be saying shit.
It doesn't
Well,
matter. The
you know,
Indians
how
are
about-
taking the white people's money. It's called Indian casinos. They're getting their money.
No,
It's just a matter of like appropriating someone's
there.
culture
Yeah.
without their permission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
That's the argument.
Well, I grew up calling the New York
That was a
Knicks the
dumb
New York Knickerbockers. So,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, because all they had was brothers on that team. So fuck it.
Looks
but
like
that's
we gotta
not the
call
same
guys.
thing,
Is that
though.
like a play on Knickerbockers? That's hilarious.
Isn't it
That's kind of funny.
That's- I think that's
I
what
gotta
the
give it
argument
to
is,
ya.
though. The argument is, you know, appropriating someone's culture. That's all. I mean,
Caller, what do you have to say?
what's up?
Hey, this is Jack again, and I kind of feel like I'm being trolled. The Redskins, the owner of the Redskins was a notorious racist.
He's a Jew.
Like,
So
the
are you
Redskins
calling
were the
Jewish
last
people
team to have a
racist?
black person
Fucked
on
up,
their,
Jack.
squad.
I think the
up.
American
Yeah,
Indians
you're
need to go
anti-Semitic,
back to
Jack.
wherever they came
Wait,
from.
hold on. Let Jack say something. Hold on. Jack, what are you saying?
I said, yeah, the owner of the Redskins was the notorious racist, and the Redskins were the last
integrate.
team to have a black person on their squad.
Doug
Yeah,
Williams.
it's a derogatory term. Redskins,
Super Bowl.
It's not like yeah,
Trivia.
I'm getting
Yeah,
told.
well, I think the argument here is that
Fridays.
regardless of the term, Redskin, whatever, the team appropriated that culture and without their permission. So that's the argument.
So why-
if a bunch of natives were like, yeah, use the Redskins as your team name, I don't think it would be an issue.
Hey, at least somebody that's a Redskin is winning something. 10-6, motherfuckers. Division last year.
Sure.
Holla, holla, holla. Fuck out of here. Nah. On some real shit, though. I mean, you know, you're not getting trolled, man. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, fuck it, man.
Well, what are some of their alternative names? for the
Red
Redskins?
Tails. They want to name it after the Tuskegee Airmen.
You know,
That was a movie. That was a
whatever-
fucking movie.
No, they
Red Tails.
No.
Come on.
You know I'm not lying, Joey.
Oh, no.
You're
They-
talking about the Tuskegee
He
Airmen.
thinks I'm lying.
No, not at
Joey,
all.
they said they would prefer to call the Washington Redskins the Red Tails
I believe
in
it.
honor of the Tuskegee Airmen. I find that shit fucking like ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Why? Why is it
Why?
ridiculous?
Why is
Why?
it?
Because there's no point. Like,
What's
you're like,
the point?
There's
Exactly.
no point behind
Hold on.
Redskins.
No,
Only-
no.
except-
If
There's
you-
no
so you-
point.
No. So you want to
No.
trade? No. You want to trade it and say, hey, let's call it Red Tails because, like, oh, it's a little bit more respectful to Tuskegee Airmen. Tuskegee Airmen, one of the most disrespected motherfucking groups of
So
people in
naming the
military.
team would give them
No.
some respect, though,
No,
right? I
no, it
mean,
wouldn't. It would not.
Why would
It's
it?
just like when they changed the name from the Washington Bullets to the Washington Wizards. The only Wizards I know are part of the KKK. Let's get that shit real.
Exactly. It's patronizing. Don't get that red tail shit out of my face, man.
That shit out of my face. Call it, if you want to change the name, pick something real. Pick something that's in.
But it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense because there are other sports teams that's names or mascots or whatever the fuck you want to choose don't make any sense anyway. What the fuck is an athletic? What's the
what is an athletic? That makes sense. An athletic.
But like
it's an athlete. It's an athlete. What are you talking about?
No.
Well, why wouldn't they?
What are you talking about?
Don't
come into sports talk if you don't know what you're talking about.
They're called the athletics.
They're called right. Yeah, it's a root word is athlete.
Yeah.
No, but like the
sense.
Tennessee, I don't know, whatever. There's
Tennessee Titans. What is a Titan? Is a Greek? Was Roman a Greek mythology?
It's a giant. It's a giant god.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Is the Seahawk even real though?
Yeah,
I don't
there's
think
actually a Seahawk that they take out. On
None
the
of these
field.
sports teams really make sense because
49ers.
none of these animals or mythological creatures play sports.
It's
So,
symbolism.
Oh no, they do
none of
play
them-
sports. They do play
The
sports.
Wizards play Quidditch. May I just say?
All right.
No, that's what I mean. Like that's a lot of them don't make sense. Like what the fuck? A 49er? What the
A
fuck?
49 is a gold miner. What
Yeah,
are you talking
but
about?
when did they start
talk
playing
about
football?
sports. Don't
When
talk
did
about
the 49ers start playing football?
Talk about sports if you don't.
Yeah, it's a difference. You know that
That's
they
what I'm
rush
saying,
down
is
there.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay,
It
but
makes a lot of sense.
why would the
Miami Heat, game
49ers throw
over.
around a football in 18 whatever?
Miami
It's
Heat. What's
humid
up?
as motherfucker. It's humid.
Yeah.
Miami Heat. It's humid as shit in Florida.
Yeah.
It
Sure.
wins again.
The Jazz, the Utah Jazz.
The Utah
It doesn't make-
Jazz- hold on.
It doesn't make
Uh-oh.
fucking sense.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't make fucking
Utah
sense.
Jazz. Go ahead,
Go.
Lee.
The Utah Jazz came from New Orleans originally. They were called New Orleans Jazz. They went to Utah.
got
It makes sense.
Hooray!
He's
Great.
got an
You'll be
answer
awesome.
for
Yeah, but
all
when
that.
Keep
when
going.
the Jazz
Give him
Phoenix
another
Suns
one.
shoot a
Phoenix Suns,
basketball.
I can't see a
LA
basketball.
Here you go.
Guys, one at a time.
Yeah,
you go.
I'm
Here you
not
go.
talking about what fucking city they're from.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. He's made sense of all these. He has.
So what's wrong with
Well,
red
hooray
tails?
for him. He can be on trivia and win money. Who cares?
Well, your point is that
I'm
they
saying-
don't make sense, and he's
They don't because jazz musicians don't play basketball.
But
they
they
play
li-
jazz.
but they live in New Orleans.
It's just a name
No.
for a team.
Exactly.
No.
They
Exactly.
don't make
See,
sense.
they all
Exactly.
just
Oh,
lost.
look at this. They're going to
all
fucking jerk
just
each
lost
other
as
off.
well.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
You said
I
you
know.
want me to connect the relevance of what the names mean.
Okay,
And
they're
I'm telling
relevant
you.
in that regard, but they
No.
don't make sense as far as the
So,
sport
that's
itself.
what I'm saying.
That's what the argument
That's
is.
what I'm saying.
Every
So-
team needs a mascot.
Okay,
I-
that's fine.
I personally think that
that's,
the Redskins.
in that logic, that makes sense. But
Yeah,
the
that's-
argument is, what does a redskin have to do with a fucking football?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
What does it have to
Pigskin
do?
and it's burgundy and it's red.
Exactly,
What the fuck are you talking
dude.
about?
Then
A
who-
redskin.
So
perfect
Indians
sense.
played football in the fucking
Actually,
1700s.
So who cares if they named a
Really?
team after the Red Tails?
They were running around tackling each other in the end
They
zone.
played a
That's
few
what
di-
they
they
did
played a few
in the
different sports.
1700s.
Okay, basically
You're
what's going
making
on
sense.
here is these guys have spent too much money on Redskins gear and they don't want to buy new jerseys.
No, it's called.
That might be what's going on.
That's all I was saying was like
It's a shopping problem, I know.
you can't get mad and say that. Not that it didn't happen, obviously, but you can't get mad and say that it wouldn't have made sense or it would have been whatever if someone named a team after the Red Tails. If there are so many other sports
You know what?
teams.
You know
Hold on.
what?
Hey, hold on.
Wait, I'm
Shut your
gonna hold
mouth.
on. I'm gonna hold on.
Go ahead.
You-
I'ma hold on.
If there are so many other sports teams that don't make sense, why would that one
You
make
just said
sense at all?
You said they don't make sense.
I know,
just
they
made
don't
sense
make
of all of them. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he's saying they do make sense. You know, we're confusing.
Well, so
we're
then
mixing
what's
up
wrong-
arguments here.
Yeah.
What's wrong
okay?
with the Red Tails then?
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
I want to know.
Why,
All right,
what
go ahead.
would
Now,
be
I'm
so
about
bad
to-
if they named a team after the Red Tails?
I'm
Why
about to
would
bring
that
it
be
to
such a
some, I'm about
bad
to bring it
thing?
to some angry
Who
black man
cares?
syndrome.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. See, if you're gonna step into this this realm of the Redskins, right? They will never name that team the Red Tails for several different reasons.
Okay.
Because they're black.
Hold on, it's the truth of the matter. Washington D.C. has always had a controversy with quarterbacks.
Right.
They chose RG3 as the chosen one, right?
Makes sense.
But as soon as RG3 started kind of like, you don't know what he's going to get because he got hurt, Cousins came in.
Makes sense.
The people that support the Redskins the most happen to come not from Washington, D.C., but come from Virginia, and they can't wait for a white savior.
Mike
That's
Quinn,
some
makes
real
sense.
shit. It has been a huge debate. Doug Williams won a Super Bowl for the Redskins, and they treated him like shit the year after.
Makes
So
sense.
what does that have to
Hold
do
on,
with
hold
the
on.
Red Tails?
Guess what? They will never honor a team with the Red Tails because the Tuskegee Airmen are prestigious and they fuck shit up.
I'm okay.
They will never
All right.
give that much respect to a fucking group of black
So
men.
your argument against it So wait, okay, your argument against that is that
it's
they
ridiculous.
They won't do it anyway. That's your
They
argument.
won't do it anyway, and it's also like, oh really? So now we're gonna call it the Red Tails in honor
So
of a
you're
bunch
saying
of
that
black
sports?
airmen.
So you're saying that the names of sports teams are arbitrary anyway?
No. So what they're gonna do
That's
is
what you're saying.
No. So what they're gonna do is turn the Indian head to a Negro head and keep it on the helmet and put a fucking helmet on.
So it's
him
arbitrary.
and goggles.
That's what you're saying.
They're never gonna.
You're
call
saying
it.
that it doesn't matter
Well,
anyway.
if
Now I follow what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You're
what he's saying.
No, he's saying that they're not going to do it because they're racist, and
Okay,
they
so
won't give honor to like.
why
the
should
people.
Right.
Why should it still be named the Redskins then if we're not going to name
They're
it the
never,
Red
but
Tails?
they're never gonna change the Redskins name.
So your argument is just apathetic. You have an apathetic argument.
They can change it to whatever they want. I think what Liam is just saying is this is why they're not going to change it to the Red Tail.
They're not gonna
Okay,
change the
I
Red
get
Tails.
that, and that's easy to draw.
Okay.
But when we
But would
brought
you-
it up,
would you-
when we said, "Hey, we can change it to the Red Tails," he was like, "No, fuck that." Ah,
I was saying fuck that because I know it would never happen.
Okay.
Oh, so
This
you're
is the
trying not-
angriest
you're
that
trying
you've
not-
ever been on this
Sure,
podcast,
sure.
by the way.
But
about
happening.
a random sports argument.
right,
This is
but-
bizarre.
But you know
No,
what?
it's not just random though, because it's. I mean, people are. I've heard this argument for years. Why is it called the Redskins? And at first I was like,
Who
gives a
heard
shit?
that argument?
It's a fucking.
Where'd you hear this at? What was the first time you ever heard this argument?
Native Americans.
I've heard this too. Actually,
Native Americans
Yeah,
do
'cause
not.
I've
They
heard
don't. They don't really like
no, that's true.
a sports
they're
team
fucking
being named
pissed.
But guess
Redskins.
what? I can hashtag the word Redskins.
And the Cleveland
on.
Indians and the with all these other teams.
I find the Cleveland Indians more offensive than the Redskins. But honestly, check this out. What? Oh, what?
Oh God, not okay. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna keep going back and forth
All
about
right.
this fucking mascot shit.
Here's what I think. The Washington Redskins need to become the Washington Lobbyists. And then they can have Jack Abramov on their helmets, and they can cheat.
Change the colors.
Yeah, they could just cheat with money, and like all sports teams do, and it'll be really accurate.
But here's why I'm taking it
It's the
seriously,
solution.
because it seems like the argument.
don't see
The only argument I've really heard is let's not change the name because what difference does it make?
Really, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with your argument on that one.
That's
what
where
hearing.
you're essentially getting to.
Yeah,
though.
you know why? So guess what? Why change the fucking name? Are we gonna change the name to appease the situation? All right, we could do that.
Well, see, appease is not the word
What's
though.
the word? What's the word to use?
Appease. I wouldn't say appease. I would say just respectful.
All right, to be respectful, change the name. All right, cool.
Sure.
It
Hey,
still
hey,
doesn't.
hey, guys.
It still doesn't change the history. For somebody to argue about the Red, to understand
yeah,
why the
but
Redskins have been.
but to change the name acknowledges
But guess what? The name
history,
has changed.
Acknowledges.
Do you want to know what the original name of the Washington Redskins was?
Who cares?
What?
It used to be called the Boston Braves. They came out of Massachusetts.
Hey,
It's still.
hey, guys.
they're
Hold on,
still
hold on,
doing
hold on.
the same thing.
Yeah.
with that,
So
though.
you say it's still the same thing.
Okay,
But
let's.
it could be called the Washington Braves, but they chose to become
Well,
the
let's
Washington
let's
Redskins.
frame the argument differently then. Okay, your original name when you came to America was what? Nigga, right? But so would you want to, if in those times when you wanted to change that title, will you be like, well, I don't want, what difference does it make? I'm still going to be in chains. Or would you at least want to have some dignity with a decent name you can agree on?
I mean, if I'm gonna be locked in chains, there is no dignity for me to grab onto.
Okay, but the argument stands. Like, would you rather be a nigga or would you rather be your own thing that you could, you can respect?
I can't even like have a conversation with that because I don't know.
Hey.
That's the
hey,
logic you're doing, though.
Kevin?
You're saying that we shouldn't change the red.
Hey,
I know
hey,
this
hey,
is a
guys.
long little
I
segment,
know.
guys.
I don't really think.
Hey, you guys.
What's up?
Hey, you guys. Who cares?
Oh, there we go.
See,
That's what I was looking
here
for.
goes the real point. Who
cares?
fucking cares?
You guys, sports are dumb. Who cares?
There we go.
and that's why you don't have the
Let's
supersonics.
talk about cake. I don't care. I don't care if they left. It doesn't make a difference to me. Let's talk about cake.
You probably
guys.
have no athletic bone in your body, and
Wait,
that's why he doesn't care. He's probably very musically
did you say
inclined.
cake pops?
Cake
Anything.
pops.
Anything that we don't
The
have to
only
yell about.
the only reason I took it seriously because I have Native American friends.
Shit,
I
I got.
understand.
Hey, it is what it is, man. I mean,
I was pretty angry though.
You were.
Yeah,
pretty angry.
both of you guys.
You
both
got-
of you
Right,
guys.
we're
I'm
living
not-
up to the name of the
See,
podcast.
Joe knows.
Pretty
I'm never.
upset.
I'm never really.
This is
angry.
more yelling than I think Northwest people are used to.
Pretty-
That's
but see,
probably why.
Both
I
of you
took it.
guys. Both of you guys. Pretty upset
But Joey
for
knows.
no reason.
Joey knows.
That wasn't for no reason though.
See, here goes. This is what Northwest people do.
I know.
For
You're just-
no reason.
You're just lying for no reason. Guess what? Joey knows. Like,
Oh, he's just denigrating sports.
I'm
is
just
what
like,
he's
hey,
doing.
man.
Sports, it's real. It affects me. I'm a part of the team. I play. I was on the bench. I got a ring. If we win, I get money. I'm a fair. I'm involved. I know the owner personally. We email. We have brunch.
Yeah, you know, I actually talked about it last time.
He used to babysit me. We're good friends.
Sideline athlete.
My whole life is riding on this game.
Hey,
come on.
Hold on, Joey. That's true though.
What?
The reason why you have so many sideline athletes is because their life really does depend on it. They bet on this shit.
I want to hold the trophy.
And actually, if you win a Stanley, if someone wins the Stanley Cup, you actually goes to every city and everybody does get to hold the trophy.
That's the Stanley Cup, though. They don't do that with the Lombardi or whatever the fuck.
Maybe
trophy.
they do, but they don't talk about
Who
it.
cares if they do? You're not gonna hold.
You know, I don't think sports are entirely that stupid. I do like to see to see black millionaires.
Sports is just like D&D for jocks.
You know what? You know what
it is.
You know what's so funny about Kevin?
So
It's
in
like
that
this.
sense, then D&D is just sports for nerds.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you know
No,
what?
I wasn't into sports
Both
for
equally
a long
stupid.
fucking time. And a couple of years ago, when I got together with Chris, all of a sudden he was watching football. I'm like, okay, well, I'm with this new guy, and I'm in love, and I guess I'll watch the football.
Was you wearing the jersey? Was you wearing the jersey?
Yeah, he was wearing his Tutupu jersey.
No, was you wearing the jersey?
Oh, no. I didn't have a jersey yet.
Oh.
And then by, like, it grew over the years, and then by last year, after we lost that game to the Ravens, I sat and watched highlight reels from the whole season for like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's.
I am hooked.
That's brutal.
I'm
not that kind of a sports
Poor
person, man.
I know. What the fuck happened to me?
You know, like,
It's fascinating though because it's a really weird cultural experience that I had never had before,
That's what I was gonna talk
which
about.
was to join in the
camaraderie
of caring about a team, and it's kind of like anthropologically fascinating, which is why I'm allowing myself to fall down this rabbit hole, I guess, because I want to know what that's about, what it's about to love a team, to be a part of a community.
Right.
And, you know, I try to look past the fact that they're all probably rapists. But
she brought it
Full
back to
circle,
that.
guys.
Well, you know,
so many of them are.
Yeah.
well, you know what's so crazy is for me, like it depends on how you grow up. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, whatever.
Whether you become a rapist?
Funny. He got me on that one. I like that. But no, honestly, when it comes to sports, it's kind of funny because it all depends on how you grow up. Like, I grew up in a situation where it was dog eat dog world. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it was like Biggie Small says. You know,
You either got a wicked
you're
jump
a slaying
shot,
crack rocker.
yeah.
You got a wicked jump shot. You know what I mean? That's some real shit. Like, I grew up where like there, you know,
He also said
to
you should be making my gravy.
I went to school where I played baseball. That was the main sport that was supposed to be my breadwinner. I played basketball, I played lacrosse, I played all those fucking sports. But at the end of the day, baseball was my breadwinner. And then when my coach told me, he's like, yo, you're not a team player. And I was like, the fuck, I didn't give a fuck about a team. You motherfuckers, from what I see, eat every day. You bring school lunches, you got nice cars, all that shit. Fuck you. I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna take care of my people. You know what I mean? So I always was an I guy. Like, fuck a team. I'm an I guy. Like, I'm going to be the best
So
there
you
is.
should play tennis then.
Nah, baseball is one of the best
Williams!
I sports. Because, see, baseball is something where you are believed that it's a sport. But
Baseball.
individually, you got to be the best there is. You got to be the best at every position because, you know, if you...
Is he still talking about rape?
Yeah, it's funny.
Just
It's funny because I'm talking to two dudes
I don't
that have
usually
no
drink,
athletic.
so-
I'm talking to two dudes that have no athletic ability whatsoever.
excuse me.
Yeah,
excuse
excuse me.
I broke the quarterback's leg scrimmage freshman year in New Mexico. Okay, I was a hell of a defensive lineman.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And,
That's not impressive.
I got
What
a
do you mean?
handicap, bitch.
Oh, come on, dude.
That's
I
not
played
impressive.
soccer on a jog.
That's not impressive. He plays
So-
soccer and he jogs. So
Boom!
basically, he's
Boom!
a jogger that knows how to kick a ball.
Yeah, but Cameron broke a guy's legs.
Yeah,
can
that's
happen
pretty.
anytime.
That's brutal shit, man. That's
Nah.
Lawrence. That's Lawrence Taylor's type shit.
And I
brutal,
cracked
man.
my tailbone falling off the golf court.
Yeah,
cart.
see? Exactly.
Injury.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be built for that shit. It's just like, yo, my grandfather was an old school dude.
I am
And
built
people-
for Call of Duty.
And people, exactly, video games. He ain't built for no real altercations
I
whatsoever.
did-
I will have a
I did
sprint
school
race
in
with
high
you
school.
after the podcast and beat you.
Hold on. No one in this room right now is built for any sort of athleticism. So no.
Oh,
one
are you
in
serious?
Liam's an athlete.
Actually, I still
I'm
play.
pretty,
I
I'm
played
pretty
in a 30.
athletic.
Me too.
I play a 30-year-old fucking soccer league, motherfucker.
How many years ago?
I play midfield. I play it right now. I got cleats in my fucking house right now, motherfucker.
I'm saying, look at all of our bodies right now.
It doesn't matter.
I'm-
You either
I'm-
built for
I'm-
this shit or you're
I'm
not.
pretty good at basketball.
Okay,
I'm
so
not that
if that doesn't matter, then you don't know that none of us here are athletic.
I can tell you ain't athletic because how you talk about fucking sports. You fucking.
I think they're talking
Hold on.
about sports culture, though.
You don't
I
have to be
think-
into
Guess
sports
what?
to be athletic.
Guess what? Guess what?
I don't
ain't
give a
nobody-
shit about sports. I still
No,
know how
no.
to run, jump, and climb trees
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
You think you know how to jump and run until you meet somebody who can jump and run, motherfucker. That's some real shit.
Nothing you said makes any sense right
Because
now.
you're not an athlete.
I'm
That's the real
following.
point.
I'm following.
I don't
follow
play.
with Joe.
I don't play
I
sports,
really am.
so I'm not. Yeah, I'm not an athlete in that
guess,
sense.
Yeah, guess what? You know exactly what I'm saying.
I do.
Every
I can
motherfucker
still.
think
I
they
can
an
get
athlete
up.
until they get
I don't
around motherfuckers that can run
require
and
a
jump.
rascal scooter to go grocery shopping. I'm pretty sure I'm good. I'm okay on my
It's
own.
just hilarious to me.
We got a caller.
This is funny. Yes, it's
Hey,
very
we
funny
got a
to me.
caller. What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I was wondering, Joey, what happened to the karate fat?
Oh, this is Johnny.
Is this Johnny? No, it's
Johnny.
not.
It sounds like Johnny.
Who is this?
No, this is Daniel Gray.
Oh, what's up, Daniel?
Oh, okay.
Everybody know who Daniel is here?
I do not. Who is Daniel?
Dan, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm just kind of a new guy on the open mic circuit. I'm in a wheelchair. You might.
Oh, right on. Hey, what's up, man?
Dude. I don't know how long you've been doing comedy, but you were very good, and I really hope you keep
Me
that.
Yeah,
too,
keep
man.
doing
Very
it, man.
funny.
I really hope you keep doing
You
it.
have a great sense of humor.
How's
I
your
was
jump shot,
wondering-
by the way?
I was calling because I was wondering if each of you guys think that you have kind of like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, and if that pigeonholes you into like a certain category. You know what I
Great
mean?
question.
I see. That's a good question. I
don't know.
Myself, I might sometimes feel like maybe some people think I talk about race too much, but then I don't listen to that anyway, and I continue to do whatever I want.
I can see that, but I've definitely seen you do. I've seen you do sets that have nothing to do with anything really. Like you definitely are very versatile that way.
Well, as a woman comic, there's always that. There's
Oh, yeah.
always
Yeah, right?
that.
There's
You're-
always that-
and
that-
especially you're the woman comic, but there's the different types.
Well, you were saying earlier, like if you become a success, you think it's going to be sort of the Bette Midler route.
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel.
But
that
that
way.
means you get to do movies.
Exactly.
With
It's
Shelley
fucking-
Long.
I know, and Barbara Hershey. I love beaches.
Do you think that there you think that there are different types of female comedians, Sam?
Oh fuck yes.
And like
there's
what's
For sure
the
there
main like
Well,
categories of that?
you got your angry lesbians.
Ah, okay.
You've got your not angry lesbians.
Dating is hard.
You've got
okay.
you've got your men are stupid.
Right?
Right.
You've got your horny bitches.
Right.
There's a lot of categories.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Or a combination of all the above.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's the
yeah.
same thing with dude comics. I mean, you got your guys who can't get laid, which is most
Yep.
comedians, and
Not this guy.
Cameron is drowning in
Cameron
pussy.
crushes puss.
like this.
I remember when Cameron slammed the microphone stand. It was like, I can go all night. I was like, damn, that's a good one, man.
Yeah, his roommate told a joke about his sex.
Probably
life.
because he
Just leave it at that.
masturbated before he had sex, which is what you should do.
Yeah.
And what sucks is my cum wasn't as sweet. So
Oh, what a bummer.
All right, hey, you guys, thank you for taking my call. I'm gonna let you get to it.
Hey, thanks a lot, Daniel. Daniel Gray is a newer comedian in the Seattle scene. Check him out. He's a funny guy.
He is funny.
Daniel's
very
great,
funny.
man. I
Thanks a
love
lot,
that
guys.
guy's act. Later, Daniel, he's got a great like vibe. He got a great dark vibe to him when he goes up there. I'd love to have him on this podcast, but we have two fucking flights
many
of stairs.
stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we'll,
there
we'll
an
build a
elevator in
lift.
this?
There is
Maybe
not.
Maybe you could bring the podcast to him.
We could do something like
Just
that.
put it in like a microchip in his arm or
Right?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. This has been a fun
Yo,
podcast so
time
far.
out.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
What?
What y'all just said.
What?
I
No,
love
no.
Daniel, man. That's
Me
my
too.
boy. That's
We just said we
You
got
are,
man.
He's always trolling.
Man.
None of
nah,
us-
man.
none of
That's
us-
me and
Look.
my man. Like, yo, y'all we need to get together and just
Hold
lift
on.
his ass up
Hold
and
on.
bring him up
He's
here.
trolling.
Hold
don't.
on.
He's trolling.
Hold on.
I'll play
okay,
along.
look, I'm gonna Leem is trolling. All right, Leem.
None of us are shitting
Leem
on him
knows
at
how
all.
to make people angry. I've seen this. Leem is very good at making people angry. He made me a little angry.
Just because.
And then I had to realize, oh, he's trolling me. Let me calm down. So that's his role, and that's why I love him, honestly, because he can make the right people pissed off sometimes.
Be that as it may, Anthony Robinson. Just because you can do something does not mean you have to do it. Rape, for example. Boom. First law.
Ooh.
You know, everybody
Boom. Kevin,
Bring it home.
Bringing the
People
artillery.
keep bringing the rape.
First topic. Bottom of the ninth.
You know, that's the thing about, to bring it back to the rape joke thing, I'm thrilled this fucking argument is happening because it's bringing awareness to the issue.
You know,
that's fucking
that's
great.
true.
I'm gonna be honest.
all
I got
about that.
sisters.
Yeah.
I got 7 sisters. You know what I'm saying? And like, I honestly think that any of my sisters have went through that because I know for a fact that like, yo, I have had a sister that has gone through that.
I was gonna say, if you
You know
got
what I'm
7,
saying?
there's probably at least one.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, like at the end of the day, like it's just one of these things where like I say to everyone, no matter if you know female or male, man, you gotta be aware of your surroundings, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be on point and on cue.
See,
I'm
no,
not
this
blaming
is-
women. I'm
No,
not blaming
oh,
women.
No, this is the
I'm
bullshit.
not
This
blaming
is-
women though. I just said people need to be aware of their surroundings.
You know, wait a minute. Let me play devil's advocate here. Does this make sense? Instead of just saying men don't rape, because you're not going to convince rapists not to rape. I agree that's terrible and they should stop.
Right.
But what about also preventing rape by doing just more than that? Also saying, women, please protect yourselves and be careful. Is that?
Dude, we fucking are.
No, but sometimes.
No, I'm telling you, I am fucking.
I don't.
That's what's so insulting about that argument. Because you have to have this balance.
Okay.
You have to have a balance in your life. What? I'm supposed to be every fucking second. Do you think I have a switchblade in my bra right
No,
now because
no.
I'm in a room with
That's
5
not what-
dudes and I'm afraid you're gonna cut me or
Hey,
rape me or
Hey,
shit?
Tamber. Hey,
No.
Tamber.
What?
Live in fear.
Yeah, exactly. I can't live in fear. I have to live my life. I got to be able to go out in a cute dress and have a good day. But,
That's not what Leem's saying, I don't think.
but,
That's not what I'm saying.
But, and
He's
then
just saying
there-
be street smart.
Well,
Be
but-
street
but
smart.
That's
That's
not
all-
where most rapes happen. Most rapes
See,
happen
and that's a
from
good
people
point.
But what
that
about
you
what
fucking
about the
know.
street smart
Right.
rapes? That's what he's saying.
No,
Be
it's-
careful.
You know what?
Because he's had direct experience with that, like he just said. So you know, you got to be careful.
Nah, man. Like
I mean, yeah, you've got to
But
be
that-
aware, but
All
on
right,
the other
you know-
hand, sometimes I don't have a car.
You know who
Sometimes
else
I've got
rapes?
to walk home at night.
Do you guys?
see,
do you guys-
he's good because he keeps bringing up rape jokes.
Do you guys-
and
do you guys know
getting
who else
laughs
rapes?
off
Who
that
rapes?
shit.
Ducks?
Animals.
Ducks are rapists.
Cute, cuddly little animals.
Oh no, they're all fucking rapists.
dude.
Sloths.
That's a bummer.
Sloths rape
Raping.
all day.
That's a bummer. Why would you say that?
Yeah, she's right though. You know, most rapes don't really happen from strangers. They happen
Well,
from
guess
people
what?
you know.
Here's what. All I'm saying is this: it does happen for more people. I agree with her. It happens for more people that you know. I agree with her. But all I'm saying is,
That doesn't mean we should ignore
Wait.
the other rapes.
yeah. You
No,
should
and it
ignore
doesn't. And women are aware and conscious, but
Right.
sometimes, but I mean, to be fully
Yeah,
aware
there's
and
a lot of
conscious, I'm
tricks.
never supposed to go out and get drunk and have
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
time.
yeah,
No,
You're
that
right.
no, you know,
No,
just
no,
be
no.
careful. That's all.
course.
You know, there's this device that women can put in there for JJs that it's
Oh,
like
yeah, I've seen that now.
barbs,
Oh, shit,
basically.
I use that word.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm
You know
sorry.
the
You can
man's
say-
penis gets
you
stuck
can
in
say
that though,
cunt,
and then you're
left,
just
right,
stuck
and
right
center.
there
Yeah,
next to your
I think
rapist for the next X
think
amount of
that's the
hours.
point.
Oh my god!
I think that's the point. Yeah.
You know,
That's like gonna turn a rape into a murder for sure. That's like the worst device I've
You
ever
know,
heard.
like,
Well,
all right.
while he's screaming in pain, she of course
Actually,
can
no. It's
stab him.
He'll sink in the hook.
statistically speaking, you're
I don't know.
supposed fighting back is you're more likely to survive if you, fight
You
back.
guys. What if you're raped by
Fight
someone
back.
you used to know?
Wow.
So you're saying Gautier is a,
Yeah.
is a giant rapist? Is that what
still
you're
somebody-
saying?
Maybe he is.
you know, like
I hope his career gets raped.
know,
I hate that.
He, I mean, he does like nudity.
that album is horrible, yo. I try to listen to that
Terrible.
shit. She's all over the place. It's like, yo, pick one genre of fucking music. You gonna do reggae or fucking folk music? I don't give a fuck. Nah, man. You know, it's such a sensitive subject. You know what I mean? For people to touch on, and people can laugh about it and make jokes about it. But at the end of the day, man, you know, you don't know how it feels until you're in that situation.
Oh,
You know?
sure.
I completely agree. Like that's why I think we should change the name of the dolphins because those are smart animals,
Right.
and you know they can't represent themselves. So maybe call them like I don't know.
Dolphins are the only
I was
other
thinking-
mammal that has sex for pleasure,
Yeah, and they rape like
which
and
means they can
motherfuckers.
also rape.
And they
Yeah.
rape. Oh, they rape a lot.
So we should change
They
the
rape
name of
a
the
lot.
Miami Dolphins
Recently, they
to the Miami Red Tails.
The Miami rape dolphins.
Man.
Okay, you guys, somebody was raped by a dolphin, and that is super insensitive.
Yeah.
One out of 4 people.
Maybe
are
they'll
raped by
call in
dolphins.
and tell us about
Hey,
it.
guess what? If you get raped by a dolphin, then you need to just
That's
go
kind of
fuck
on
your life.
It's kind of on you. It's kind of on you.
Man. And no, it's
Maybe you-
literally on you after the dolphin is done.
You went into the water. You went into his home. So
Maybe
it's
you
kind of-
shouldn't be in the water.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Maybe he was defending himself.
Hold on, time out.
I am
I
sort of
think-
creeped out by that
with-
because I do have a problem where animals get erections around me.
Right?
Wow.
Hey, check
Humble
this out.
brag.
This is what I want to touch on.
That is not a humble
I don't-
brag.
Anthony, put your boner down now.
No. Joey,
Go ahead,
I
Lee.
think sometimes, like I was thinking about it earlier when,
Oh my
we were
God.
talking about rape. I was like, yo, I think sometimes people misuse the word rape with molest.
Okay.
And I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we all
I
have.
don't know a single fucking woman that hasn't been molested.
Hold on. I don't know a single person who hasn't been molested.
I haven't.
I got molested just the other day in line at the grocery store.
Oh, you mean now?
Some old Latino lady kind of felt up on me a little bit. I'm not even kidding. It
You
was
guys,
yeah.
you
way out
guys,
of bounds.
molestation is the gateway to rape.
I agree.
It's like the marijuana.
Yeah,
sexual
it's the marijuana
assault.
of drugs.
Okay.
Yo, you know what's so
Okay.
funny? You
Or
know how
sexual
you know
assault?
You know
Sexual
how you know,
assault.
You know how you know rape is wrong?
Go ahead.
It's
How?
when it's like the ultimate killjoy, yo. It's like I'm chilling, having a good time, and every time somebody say the word rape, I'm just like, damn, dog, why you trying to kill my vibe?
Why every time is it that I'm having a good time, somebody gets raped?
Like, exactly. Like, nah, it's the
man.
ultimate killjoy. It's like, yo, rape. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Man, I was having so much fun, and then she got raped. God damn.
I know.
No, I mean, yo, you know.
Rape's
No,
a
he
bummer.
means I was having so
Cancer's a
much fun
bummer.
raping this brother and
There's
she
a lot of
died.
things
Right,
that are bummers to talk
Right,
about.
right. Cancer
But you
comes
know
up.
what? It's important to talk about because
It is.
it's
And
an
I
issue.
think it's important to joke about them. I'm pro rape jokes.
As am I.
Give me some love on that one.
But you know,
But good,
I'm
like, I know
also,
she's
I'm
right.
also pro standing up and saying "fuck you" and your rape joke.
You guys
Right,
just
right,
did
no.
a rape high five just now.
Yeah, you know why? Because me and her agree with this. If you're gonna step into that territory, you better own that shit. And you
Okay.
better back it up what you fucking say.
Okay.
See, like,
and you better hope that someone coming up on stage after you doesn't tear your shit
take
down.
your shit down.
Timbre is also pro cunt, you guys.
But you know,
I am.
No, Tambre, for real. Like the funniest part about this is like, when people have rape jokes, like I don't make rape jokes. And like I have cousins and friends and
Yet.
females and all types of shit that make rape jokes, and then, like, it's not like it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. I just don't make rape jokes because I'm like, you know what? I am prepared if I make a rape joke and if I say some shit and somebody steps
Well,
up.
and maybe
You know what? I don't think most comedians really make rape jokes,
it ain't my
but the
thing.
ones who
It
do
ain't my
stand
thing.
out so that
It
you
ain't my thing.
start associating comedy with rape
Yeah.
jokes. I think that's what happens because most
Yeah.
comedians really don't make rape jokes. The ones who do, though, you notice that more because of the subject.
Well, you know, I think
they're
you're
either
right. There's only a few.
because here's the thing: they're either super bad or super good.
right?
There was one I saw the other day that was hilarious. It was this woman, I can't think of her name, but she was talking about, you know, every woman has that moment where she wonders, oh, is this my rape? Has
Yeah,
it arrived? And it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen
Well, you know-
because it was talking about that fear that every woman has, and there's all these stupid, too ugly to rape, too fat to rape. Women of every facial and body type get raped every single
you know-
day.
Yeah.
It's,
I think
know,
when a
physical
guy
attract-
makes that
because
decision-
it's an act of violence. It's not about
Yeah.
sex.
You know. I heard you say like when a guy makes that decision. You know, I'm tired.
Well, I wasn't done with my thought, but go
yeah,
on.
I'm gonna cut you off because you cut me off early, motherfucker.
You've been cutting
So-
off everybody.
Man, fuck you. So I'm gonna tell you.
Jesus Christ,
I
keep
will.
it peace.
I will.
Oh my God!
As soon as
What
this
kind of
podcast
shit
is
is
over,
going on, man?
I'm gonna go into that bathroom,
Nasty.
bend my
Jesus.
cock in half, and fuck myself.
Jesus.
Loud enough for
So
y'all
you,
to hear.
so Tambre, you're saying that women fear rapists the same way that black dudes might
Feel
fear
lynching.
police.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know
It's
what
the-
you mean.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You've
Anthony.
always got that. You've always got that thing in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Are you coming for me? Are you coming for me?
Right.
And but it's great to. I like to joke about it because what should you joke about? The shit that you're afraid of.
Yeah, you should bring power to that shit. Take ownership of that shit.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
empower. It's a form of
You know,
empowerment.
actually, I would love to have a female.
Embrace
I would love to have a female comedian, a female comic, say something like, "Yeah, you know what? I dare a motherfucker to rape me because they can get this shit lacerated, shredded up, Lorena Bobbitt it. Well, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's some real shit. Like I love when motherfuckers take
I'm
ownership
gonna
of this
show
shit.
you the link.
Latrina Bonnet. I'm sorry.
I said Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena,
You racist ass bitch. Latrina. Why she gotta be Latrina?
Latrina.
That's a terrible name.
You guys are wild tonight, man. This has been a fun episode.
But you know, like
I really enjoy you guys. I knew immediately there was going to be like some tension, and then at the same time, within that tension, there was going to be some real humor. So I don't know if you guys appreciate it, but
I love this episode, man.
Yeah, it's been
I really
great.
did. I'm
It
not
really
even
has
kidding.
been.
You guys were hilarious today.
And
man.
in all honesty, too, I respect everyone's opinion, even your fucking Redskin bullshit. You know, I respect that.
Guess what? You know why? Because, like, yo, I live in the Pacific Northwest now, and I understand some motherfuckers. See, the reason why people in the Northwest are
Go
not
on.
this is how I feel, okay? I'm not putting it on nobody else.
Sure,
I'm going to
sure.
own this shit.
Go for it.
I feel that people in the Pacific Northwest don't, due to the history and how you know people are in the Pacific Northwest, people don't really, like, love sports because they're non-confrontational.
Oh.
Because they're passive-aggressive.
And because our sports teams suck balls.
All right, so you go ahead and ad-lib
Not
in
the
there.
WNBA.
Hold on, but see, hold on. You go ahead and ad-lib in there to destroy the whole point I'm trying to make. The reason why you motherfuckers don't like sports is because you're non-confrontational.
All right.
So the whole point is you're down with being a mediocre motherfucker.
Have you seen Sounders fans?
Yeah, they love.
We
they
have
love
we
it.
have sports fans.
Hey.
We have
Yeah, the
sports fans.
Seahawks fans
Yeah,
are
you
just
got-
as
Every
red.
city has
No,
sports
no,
fans.
no.
See, the Seahawks fans are just as bush league as
Just
any
because
other
the-
sports
But see,
fan.
that's what I'm saying. But all I'm trying to say is y'all maybe like by y'all saying that shit, y'all took me from the point where I was trying to make.
Go for
what's
it.
the
Which was?
point?
What's the point?
Give us the point.
Which was?
You motherfuckers down sports so much because you know what? Maybe deep down, a lot of motherfuckers out here are losers.
Listen, dude.
Maybe
Okay, let me just say. I like sports.
You
Not
like
not
sports.
everyone has to like them.
You don't have to like.
No,
it.
it's not. It's not a bad thing if you don't like sports.
It's not.
No, it's not. So you're saying like you're losers if you don't
Right,
like.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
what
ridiculous.
I'm
Not
saying
only are
is-
you overgeneralizing,
No,
but
what I'm
now-
Bill
saying
Gates
is-
and Paul
what I'm
Allen,
saying
what
is-
a couple of fucking
What I want to
losers
say
those
is
guys
that's
are.
just like me shitting on somebody that's a computer motherfucker. Like, oh, you only into computers because you can't. I said the shit. The only reason why you
Hey, I
down,
work in IT.
See, what I said is originally what I said was the only reason why you down sports is because you're not
I
athletic.
think what's going on. You're getting a little defensive, man.
Hold on.
I'm getting
Hold
defensive.
on. Let's pause right now.
I'm not getting defensive.
Hold on.
I want to offend motherfuckers.
Okay.
You
Hold
on.
motherfuckers out here
Pause.
don't like
Pause.
sports
Wait,
because you're
wait,
not
pause.
Okay,
confrontational.
Liam.
Pause.
There's a lot.
Pause.
Let's
Kevin.
go for it,
Pause.
Kevin.
Pause.
Go ahead.
You just said that because people aren't into sports or whatever is because they're not athletics or whatever you just said. I honestly
I
wasn't
was
listening that
going
way.
back and forth.
But because
You
of
didn't
what
hear
you
me.
just said, that basically means that I am because I'm not into sports. So that means I
Right.
am athletic.
No, what I was really coming on was that you motherfuckers don't
Uh-huh.
like sports because you're non-confrontational.
Okay.
No, but then you said because the only reason that people are into sports up here is because we're not athletic. So
No, that's
I
not
live
what I
up here.
said.
I'm from
That's
this
not what I
area.
said.
I'm not into sports.
Liam, here's the thing,
That's
man.
not what I said.
I've seen a lot of
So-
non-athletic people who are very confrontational. That's the thing. There's all different
Yeah.
kinds of
Yeah,
people.
you're
I know
right.
what you're saying, man. Like people who really hate sports. I see why that bothers you, man. Because it's like, find something to be mad at. You don't have to attack people who enjoy physical activity.
Right.
But like, just because you don't like sports doesn't mean you're a loser, man. That's-
Right.
All right,
I'm
whatever.
I'm a front
Guess
runner
what?
when it comes to sports. I
Guess
watch
what?
winning teams, and that's
There
where
you go. You
because
watch
I
winning
like to
teams.
be happy. That's
Right. All
So I'm not gonna make my life
Going-
shitty
going over
by
with-
watching the Cubs.
Going
I
over-
just never do. They're gonna suck
I like watching the Cubs because I love
because you're a diehard sports fan. You will watch sports even if you don't really want to. It's like masturbation to you. Like you even if you don't want to
But he
do
doesn't
it,
do
you'll
that.
do it because you have an instinctual
all I'm
need
No,
to
he
do it.
doesn't masturbate.
He doesn't
for the
masturbate,
sweet,
Anthony.
sweet cum.
right. So what I'm
Therefore,
saying,
he should not like sports.
All right, Liam,
So-
wrap this point up.
I'm driving this point up. The whole point is that I'm not saying that everybody's a fucking loser. All I'm saying is
We
the
suck
same
balls.
I
attack,
love that
the
phrase.
same attack that happens on fucking people who like sports. I hear this shit all the time in Seattle. Oh man, nobody likes sports. Nobody likes sports. But then I sit here and meet like 20 motherfuckers that love sports, right?
Right.
And everybody talks shit about like I had a boss that told me like, oh, that shit is that's just ridiculous. Competition is ridiculous. Boxing is ridiculous. MMA is ridiculous. Football is ridiculous. Why do you need to prove how strong you are? I'm like, man, fuck you, man.
All valid points.
No, I agree, man. Those are great things to compete in. I agree. It's fun. It's a great way to test your fucking will as a man.
Yeah,
it's
or
fun.
individual.
It's exciting. It's fucking interesting to do it.
Yes.
We live in a world where there's times where like there's boring moments, and those are fun things to do. And sorry
love
if that's
competition.
barbaric.
Sure.
We've been competing against each other since the dawn of mankind.
You know, those sports anyway, they're very regulated, and I mean, you can't. I mean, someone could die But at the same time, they're very regulated. There are a lot of rules. So, like in mixed martial arts,
No,
you know.
you gotta have sports. I mean, the whole bread and circuses thing that people talk about with football. Yeah, it is bread and circuses, and the reason you do that is we've got giant masses of people. All, and there's got to be some fucking gladiatorial contest
but
or
also-
something, or we're just going to go out and murder
But
the
also-
people in
Exactly.
Marysville.
Comedy
It's a
is a
great
fucking
way to
sport.
keep us-
And if you don't look at it, if you don't look at comedy as a fucking sport, then you in the wrong fucking arena.
You know
And that's
how
I
else you can
feel.
test your might, you guys?
What?
Mortal Kombat.
Very good point.
Yeah. I mean, video games to some people are a sport.
I think they
guess.
are. Poker, it's a sport.
I
Yeah,
think
Just
yeah.
see, as
People,
I'm saying.
people think poker.
I was on the speech and
I
debate
think
team in
poker
high
is less
school.
of a
We were the
sport than
winningest
like,
team,
Yeah, I hate-
so does
I
that
actually
make
you
us
know,
watch
a
Call of
sport?
Duty or something.
Did you
But
say
no,
winningest?
No, not at all.
We were
But
the
no, no.
winningest
Winningest
team.
team.
But
We
no,
were.
honestly,
Mm-hmm.
people down like
That's a real word.
competitions and
Sort of.
Oh, I'm not saying it's
Sure.
not.
And I'm like, yo, even in comedy, there's competition. If you don't want to be number one, you in the fucking wrong arena, man.
See, I'm not really.
I don't
So I
do
should
this
quit
shit.
then?
Yeah,
I'm-
guess what? You know what? I'm gonna say this shit. I don't give a how the fuck you feel. If you in this arena just to make a to do it for fucking shits and giggles, get the fuck out of it, dog. If you ain't trying to make money or trying to be number one, you fucking in the wrong arena.
See,
So
I
you
feel like
waste
if
the
you're
way.
in comedy for that reason, then you should not do comedy.
No, you're wrong. Because the whole point is you're supposed to get your message across to the rest of the world.
Okay.
So if you ain't down,
What if
hold
we're
on, no,
doing
no,
it
no.
Wait,
If you're-
calm down,
listen,
calm
wait,
down,
wait,
calm
wait,
down.
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait,
calm
wait.
down. This is the only thing that's gonna make me
Okay.
angry, Anthony.
All right, go.
Don't
go ahead.
fucking step in the box if you ain't ready to battle.
Okay.
Fuck that shit. If you you saying okay
So
on some
you
passive
wait.
shit, but like yo, I honestly believe if you ain't willing to die for your views and your values and what the fuck you live for, why the fuck you jumping in the box? Get the fuck out.
See, I don't look at comedy as competitive at all.
Why you don't? Why you don't?
Because it's not.
It is
Who am I
competitive.
competing
Because
against?
there's-
All right, hold on. Time out. See, he keeps saying no on like, no. All I'm
He's
saying is-
trolling you.
He's
trolling
trolling
you
me.
too.
I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
trolling.
you see how it feels?
know, I don't give a fuck about trolling, and you know that. So
You do because you're doing it.
The whole point is this: if you don't give a fuck about surviving,
See, that's not what comedy is.
no.
This isn't a
Everything
goddamn
is
game
about
show.
surviving.
All right, make your point.
My whole point, I just want to get done with this fucking point.
Go
The
ahead.
whole thing about living and breathing is
Oh,
survival.
this one now.
Every breath you fucking take is to live. If you ain't doing what you love and doing it for your preservation, why the fuck are you doing it? Go kill yourself.
But that's
No,
not
you
what-
know what, dude? Like, just to play devil's advocate and to try to be fair, I love competing in stuff too. I love playing poker and stuff like that. But not everyone has to be competitive, right, man?
Then get the fuck out.
No,
Get the
no,
fuck
no,
out.
no, no.
Yeah, but
That's
comedy
not how
is not-
civilization
I don't-
works.
Nah, man. See,
Com-
see.
That's
Comedy
not how
is not
civilization
to me.
works.
I don't approach comedy competitively at all. Even when I do contests, I am not competing against anybody
You're not
except
competing-
myself. Really.
All right, so you're competing against yourself, right?
Yeah, but that's not really a
Hold on,
competition.
hold on.
Not a competition.
Anthony, I'm going to ask you right now a real
Okay.
serious question, and
All right.
I don't give a damn how you answer it.
Okay.
chose
That means you don't have to answer.
you chose to do comedy, right?
Sure.
And why did you choose to do comedy?
Because it was an escape from all the shit I didn't want to do, and plus I have a natural aptitude for it.
Or it's something you like to do. It's a passion.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's no.
That's
I mean,
all-
if
I'm not
people
gonna
want
argue
to,
with that.
if people want to challenge me in comedy, all right, fine. But I am not looking for
But
any
we just
kind of
watched the bet
competition.
online. We just watched the bet.
Liam, let me
online.
But
ask
see,
you this.
that's
Liam, as a competitor, wouldn't you be happy if somebody wasn't another competitor? Because that kind of like makes the playing field a little bit less.
Well, I
competitive.
mean, when I say the things I say, that's what what you just said is how I feel.
Okay.
Like, I attack people who I feel are in competition, and I attack people who are competition.
Okay.
My whole thing's like this. If you're competition, I got love for you.
So I am safe.
No. What I'm saying is, if you're competition, I got mad love for you. Yo, you're funny as shit.
Thank you.
Tamra, funny as shit. Cameron, funny as shit. Kev, funny as shit.
You don't know that.
Joey. See? Joey, funny as shit. And Kev still ad-libbing. Whole point is, that shit's funny to me.
I could suck balls.
And see, that's still funny to me. You see what I'm saying? That's-
Oh, it's like being in a room with like one of my cousins, man.
Yeah,
Like
no,
two,
no.
I have cousins. They fight like that.
No,
Go
but
ahead,
you-
I'm
you-
sorry.
You
No.
can't have a society of constant. That's a fucking caveman society.
Exactly.
It
we still
can't
live in
be-
a caveman society. What are you talking
And
Nah,
about?
we're,
people
and we're
choose-
trying to fucking not.
talking about?
I for one am
People
trying
choose
not
to
to
live
live
in
in
a
a.
caveman
I am
society.
trying for myself not to live in a fucking caveman
It's a
society
choice.
because that's a shitty
You-
society for a woman to
Guess
be
what?
in.
We don't just have a reptilian brain anymore. We have a higher
Man,
brain
you know,
than that.
my whole thing's like this. I look at life as like this, man.
Okay.
Honestly. And you know, people can say it's all relative. Like, I don't know how everybody else grew up. I knew how me and Anthony shared information how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? But like honestly, like how I grew up, like yo, if you ain't got the fucking muster to fucking be a man and step up and say, hey, I exist, you don't account for shit.
See, I understand that mentality because I come from those neighborhoods too. But at the same time,
But that's
I
not
feel
the
like
only way it
I feel
can
like
be.
manhood in general in this country is defined so rigidly.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm saying
I don't like we were saying earlier. I don't want to be a breadwinner. I don't want to. I don't want to fit into all those
But
roles.
I agree with you. Like even if you're not a breadwinner, like making finances like big money, you still gotta hold your own in some category.
Sure, sure.
Like, then there's no reason for somebody to be with you.
Sure.
You have to add to the. You have to be something like add to the situation of the relationship.
Well, but that doesn't mean being competitive
It
necessarily.
is about being competitive. But the whole point is, I'm saying is like, you know what? People can attack me on this competitive competition shit. I don't give a fuck. I came out of a hard ass world. I came out of a situation that I had a lot of friends die, a lot of friends that ain't here no more. Fuck you. Like, yo, it's about survival of the fittest. Only the strong
see,
survive.
social Darwinism.
So fuck everybody.
See, that's what I.
All right,
that's
hold on.
where. That's okay. Go ahead.
Here's what I think.
This is where black Republicans come from, you guys.
Boom. Okay, here's what I think. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I feel like a lot of the comedians that are like that are greats or will be greats or are greats, whatever. A lot of like the greatest comedians are comedians that got into comedy for the sake of comedy, for the love of comedy, not to be the best, not to beat whoever else, not to be competitive, just because the fact that it's something they love to do was a passion. It was something they've always wanted to do.
It's
Hush
like-
up, hush up, not done, not done.
I ain't saying nothing.
I saw you lean forward. I was like, oh, here it comes. Fucking shut it down before it gets started. I'm not saying that doesn't mean there are comedians that are competitive and kind of view comedy that way, that don't get recognition and are well known and kind of get stardom and are very, widely
Successful.
recognized and successful. That's fine. But I feel like a lot of those comedians that are that way, in my experience, seem to have very short-lived careers. And not that they don't have careers, but like they're in the spotlight, so to speak, for a very short amount of time compared to people that are just lovers of comedy in general that go
Right.
on to like have numerous specials and are very well loved and renowned and have like great careers because they just love comedy. It's not about, oh, I'm better than this guy or I have to be better than that guy. They're just like, oh, this is
It
something
doesn't have to be like somebody saying,
yeah,
I'm better.
it's just
Yeah,
like
well,
it's just something they love. It's a passion of theirs. They enjoy it. It's something they've always wanted to do. They're good at
But
it.
that doesn't
They-
mean they're not competitive if they
That's what I'm
still
saying.
love it.
They're
Like
still
I love
competitive.
poker. I love playing poker. It's like a passion of mine. I really love the game. But I'm so fucking competitive in
No,
it.
but that's not even to say that they're not competitive. But they don't have that spirit of like, oh, they don't have like, oh, that attitude of like, oh, this
Right.
is.
They could though. Like you
This
can.
is a brr,
That's
I
they're-
gotta-
what I'm saying is they're not mutually exclusive. You can have passion for comedy, and you can also be very competitive.
If you're
And you-
competing in comedy against anybody, it's really the audience.
But
That's
see,
who you're
I
really
kinda,
competing
I kind of
against.
take the phrasing of competitive like that is in the sense that people aren't willing to help or be
right.
helpful of other comedians and
right.
like give advice and nurture. and
Liam
take
helps.
people under
Look, dude,
their
Liam's
wings.
coming on this
Right.
podcast. He helps everyone. He's a funny dude.
Right,
he
right.
comes on. He'll come here, drop whatever he's doing, and come on this podcast. And I find him very entertaining. I love having him on here.
No, that's fine. But like, I mean, like, if
See-
if it's as competitive as people seem to think it is or should be, then that means none of the comedians I've met in the time I've been doing it in this city would have been nice enough to talk to me, take me under the wing,
Right.
give me advice,
Right.
or
Well, it
like
can
kind
be-
of,
So-
kind of nurture me. If,
You-
it was,
you-
if it was that competitive, they would not have given a fuck.
Right.
They've been like, fuck this dude. He'll figure it out on his own. I'm gonna focus on me. So I can be the best, so I can go on to do bigger and better things.
In like a scene like New York, it's ultra competitive, and you probably wouldn't get as much help as you would out here, because people there are cutthroat.
But also,
stage time is limited.
Also, helping people can be a part of competition. Networking,
Sure.
helping
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
making connections.
What like?
Sure.
I mean, Anthony heard me. You heard me say this shit when we were sitting outside of fucking the underground.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, Anthony, from day one, what I said to you. I said, hey, if you ain't in here to win it, get the fuck out. I'm only down with motherfuckers that's really trying to do this and make this shit happen. And it's like this. I support you. I support you. I support you. I support everybody that's in this motherfucking building right now. You know what I mean? And you
But
know.
what's your definition of winning?
But see, my definition of winning is I like success.
Getting a sitcom.
Because I mean, you can
Guess what?
say
Guess what?
like you're in it to win it,
Right,
but
right.
maybe winning it means something different. Maybe
I mean,
winning it means
Yeah,
like,
we can all say winning is something different, but like,
I'm
hey,
not saying comedy's not competitive, but it doesn't have to be that
Right,
competitive.
define your own success. Listen,
Define your own
he's
success.
phrasing it differently.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of all on the same page. Like for me, Like for example, like I hate to keep using the poker analogy, but like here's one thing: poker became illegal to play online for real money. So I tried playing for free for play chips, right?
Yeah.
And guess what happened? No one was trying at the game. People would just buy in, click a button, you get 10,000 more chips. So they start shoving in all their chips. No one's trying. It ruins the game. So the same way in comedy, if somebody comes in and isn't trying to be good, you guys are all trying to be good. Maybe not. You don't want to say it's for like competitive reasons because you're passionate. What he's against, I think, is people who aren't
Who are
passionate.
bullshitting, who are hobbyists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just merely in it because
Thank you.
it's
I mean, you put it in best words.
It's like it's a part of their social life. I know what you're saying, and at the same time, I know what Kevin is saying too, because I don't approach comedy like it's I gotta beat everybody. If anything, I approach comedy like I'm competing with the audience. Sometimes it is a battle of wits on stage with the audience, not necessarily with my colleagues. Now, off stage, comedians do like to bust each other's balls, like to do one-upsmanship thing, and that happens too, and that's kind of competitive. But even then, I feel a little uncomfortable with that shit because I genuinely don't feel I have a lot to prove aside from just being on stage and putting in my work, you know.
Well, you know, I'm glad you guys both said it's like, yeah, that's really my issue. I'm very indifferent to motherfuckers who are hobbyists. Like, yo, I don't got time for you to tell your friends, like, oh, I'm going on this comedy show, blah, blah. It's just like the dude that came out for the basketball tryouts. Yo, you know you a bum. You know you can't handle it. Why are you coming out here? Now, I'm not down. I'm all down for somebody giving it a try.
Right.
I will never knock somebody's hustle because I always find people don't even understand the shit that I laugh at. I find things funny that people don't find funny. I mean, it is subjective. It's like, oh, I found that funny. You know, you said it's a battle of wits between the audience.
Right.
And when I sit there and I'm waiting to go on, and I have like 20 people ahead of me, I'm listening to everything they say. I'm listening to everything that someone's laughing at, and I come up there with a subject matter that I want to talk about. But I see by sitting there seeing 20 people go ahead of me, I already understand.
So you're reading the audience.
I'm reading the audience. It's competition.
Well,
it is a battle between the audience. But you know what?
It is a match of wits,
Well,
and that's not a bad thing.
But
I view
my
it
reason for doing
differently.
it, not to cut you off, Tambre, the last thing I'm going to say is, my reason for doing it is different than probably a lot of people's reasons. The reason for me doing it is because, you know what? I want to buy my mom a house. I want my dad to be comfortable.
You should be a stock analyst, man. That's
Yeah,
a
you
great,
know-
That's
faster
where the
way to
money
do
is.
Well,
that.
guess what?
Yeah.
Like, nah, them motherfuckers failed too.
If you want to
That's
if
true,
you want to
man.
make money in comedy, boy, buckle up.
Yeah,
man.
because it's
But
something, it's
but
something
see,
that takes a
I'm
long
ready for
time
that.
to get good at.
Yeah,
to
guess
make
what
enough
though?
money to do what
I
you're
understand
trying
that
to do.
already,
Right.
and I'm built for that shit. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck. I understand that I have times when
See,
people
you
don't.
probably got side hustles in addition to comedy.
I mean,
itself.
like, dude, it's like, yo, I get calls every day from my friends like, yo, when you come back to New York, when you doing this, when you gonna do that. My whole point is like this: I don't believe any city is the see all be all of comedy. I came out to the Northwest to experience a different different like what level of life.
Right.
Because I
Barely
understand.
say
I
flavor.
traveled. Flavor of life.
Flavor
I
of
traveled.
life.
I traveled all through. I told you the long time. I told you a couple weeks ago. The reason why I traveled so much and went through the United States is said before I leave this country, I gotta understand exactly what my country's about. I lived in every interior, exterior part of the fucking country.
Right.
Now I'm in the Pacific Northwest. This is my last stop. Before I decided that, hey, I'm finite in the ideals that I have. I
Right.
came to live here.
How
So,
is Alaska?
Yo, you know what? Fuck Alaska. They can't. They can't.
Alaska doesn't count.
They can't take any Russian jokes. So fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cameron, what do you think about do you feel competitive in comedy? You know, or are you just doing it because
Not really,
you like-
man. Like honestly, I like to just have a good time with everybody every night.
See?
And I want the audience to laugh, and that's all I give a fuck about.
That's
Right.
cool. I respect that.
And that's really generally how most comedians are.
And that's how most comedians get on.
And I feel more funny.
I
when
mean, in
everybody
all
else is
honesty,
funny.
too, and we'll wrap this up here soon. A lot of comedian. I mean, if you find a comedian that's competitive in comedy, chances are they're assholes. They're not very sociable. They don't really.
No.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? They're not very ingratiating.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have to deal
Well,
with their
and they're
douchebaggery.
missing
Yeah.
the best part because the best part of comedy is the best part of being on stage. I did theater for years, and it's about the audience. It's not about the competition or the match of wits. I mean, that part's great too, but it's about that feedback loop that you get between you and the audience, and it's like fucking heroin, and that's why you keep doing it. 'cause
Right.
You
Damn, she
can't
is like fucking
goddamn
heroin.
stop.
Right.
I don't know what heroin feels like, but now that you're associated with comedy, I definitely say that heroin is a hell of a drug.
Looks like we have a caller on the line here.
All right, what's up, man? What's your issue?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, who are you?
Hey, it's Chris.
Oh, it's my fiance.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
Doing great. I just wanted to throw in, I don't know how anybody can be mad when all these sweet-ass transitions that Sugar Bush is throwing in.
Ah, thank you. Somebody appreciated that.
Oh yeah.
How nice.
Sugar Bush is the he's the rock in
I love the
Raging
fact.
River.
I love the fact that we like talk about him being Sugar Bush, yo. That shit is crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't calling no grown ass man Sugar Bush.
That's
yo.
fine, man. It doesn't
You
matter.
just did.
You did.
I didn't call him Sugar Bush.
Yeah.
I didn't call him
He-
Sugar
he
Bush.
he
I didn't
referred-
refer to
All
him
right.
as Sugar
Story
Bush.
That's
on
fine,
that
that's
someday, how you came into that moniker there.
That's another story for another time.
Because he's
Another
a sweet
podcast,
rapist.
Chris.
He's a sweet rapist.
Oh, how
Oh,
dare
Jesus.
you?
Jesus.
How dare you?
He rapes gummy bears.
Extremely slanderous.
Gummy Bears is one of my favorite cartoons, yo. You know what I'm
Chris,
saying?
what about you? Do you feel like
you
a
like rape, Chris?
competition? Okay. Yeah. Do you like rape jokes, Chris? Are you a rape joke connoisseur?
Not a huge fan. I was actually talking with Tambre about this the other day, and here's my analogy on how this whole scenario plays out, and the best I think I can sum it up within, which is so I equate comedy and or any artistic trade as if say you were a sushi chef.
Uh-huh.
A sushi
So
con,
we're
if you will.
gonna rape sushi, okay?
Only
You're not going
joking.
to start off serving blowfish.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try and serve blowfish and you serve it improperly, you're going to have to reap the consequences of serving that improperly, which means people are going to get hurt.
But
That makes- that makes- that makes a lot of
let me
sense.
just play
That
devil's
makes a lot of
advocate.
sense.
Let me
But
play devil's
sushi chefs
advocate
are only
again.
men.
All right.
No, let me play devil's. Okay, so at some point you're gonna have to start trying to make the blowfish, right? And you're gonna make some bad ones. You're gonna make some bad ones.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're ever gonna be able to make a good blowfish is by making a bad one.
So people
Well,
gotta
and
die.
that-
But
So-
here's how you learn how to make
No, but again,
proper
if you do
blowfish
it after
cut,
you've been doing it
is
long
by
enough.
studying with masters for years. You do not attempt. You don't even get
Oh.
to touch or
I
prepare
pers-
That's a good
That's
point.
exactly what I was saying.
Now, that's
You've
a-
gone
that's
through
a-
Why-
years
why
of
is a-
studying and training?
Sorry
That's
to cut
a-
you
that's a
off.
good point,
Why is
though.
a rape joke so much harder to make funny than a cancer joke or a suicide
Because
joke or a
rape
murder
is a
joke?
Cancer
very
hurts.
it's just a it's like the ultimate violation of one's boundaries.
What, cancer isn't suicide.
Well, cancer is
Murder.
No
Murder is
one-
is a way bigger
well,
violation.
no one does cancer to you.
What do you
and
mean?
as far as
What-
murder,
murder's a way bigger violation, dude.
really? Because
Yeah, but you
because
don't-
you can
but
at least when you
how
get
many
murdered,
murder-
you're dead.
How
I mean,
many
when you
murder
get-
survivors do you know?
Right?
Okay,
Well,
how
that's what I
many
was getting at.
families? How many
Indiscriminate.
families of murder
You know,
victims
there's
are still
nobody-
alive?
There's nobody singled out in murder except for that
smaller-
specific person, and they got to piss you off or something.
Right,
Well,
but
there's a smaller number of survivors of like murder families surviving, and if your kid has been murdered, you probably are pretty cautious about what the fuck comedy show you go to anyway.
Okay, let's play. If we're playing the numbers game.
But I mean, if you look in an audience and 1 out of 4 women has been raped, how many people do you think have a close person that's been murdered?
So you're saying it's a numbers game. We have to pick the issue that has the most victims, and then none of that. But all the other issues where there's more rare victims, we can do that.
And I'm not saying that. Didn't I say I was pro rape jokes?
I think part of
that is true, but I'm trying. Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate for people who are against them.
Well, you know, a lot of this too revolves around some like false equivalencies. Murder is not rape. Rape is not murder. Cancer is not.
I'm not
rape,
saying they're the
you
same
know.
thing. I'm saying that they're different issues, but they're both serious tragedies.
Sure, but the difference between joking about cancer and joking about rape.
What about
is that,
murder? Let's
murder.
use that.
Well, I joke about murder all the time,
And I.
but people understand that when I'm joking about murder, I'm taking it out of that context and I'm just making it a joke
I
itself.
feel like a lot of people do though, because like not like I'm saying everyone does, but like what comic doesn't have a joke about like something like
Yeah.
I will
Well,
kill.
people, yeah,
whatever.
I wish I could kill you. I
Yeah.
mean, that's an expression commonly used.
So wait a minute. So why is that okay? Do you think people who
It's
joke
not okay. What we're saying is that it's not the same issue.
But
I know it's not the same issue, but okay. So let's say that rape.
Here, hold on.
I agree with what
Let me
Chris.
give you,
Go ahead.
let me give you three
Chris.
premises. Three premises that I think that anybody should be able to make hilarious. A low percentage of people are actually going to be affected by it, but I think you can make some funny jokes from.
Okay.
Leprosy, polio, the Black Plague.
None of that shit's funny to me.
That's not funny, man. Come on.
Nah, that shit's not even
That's
relevant.
just
Motherfuckers ain't dying from the plague, and motherfuckers ain't dying from polio.
Yeah, but
Maybe
no one's died from it recently, but that doesn't mean you can't make a joke about
That
it
shit ain't
now
even
that
funny,
wouldn't
dog.
be relevant.
When's the last time you seen somebody with polio? How's it funny?
It doesn't matter if you've seen it, but you know about it.
When's the last time you seen somebody with polio? It's not relevant.
That's a good point, man.
Again, it doesn't matter
It's
that
not
you've
funny,
never
dude.
seen anyone with polio. But
Liam is saying that it's not relevant.
But
It's not relevant.
Exactly, it's not relevant. Yeah, but you know what it is.
So that's like you bringing up.
Can nigga finish a sentence?
Oh my God, his block's coming out of
so
his book.
good. Thank you, Anthony.
I'm saying, yes, obviously polio is not relevant. It has been around for fucking decades, but you've heard of it. You know what it is. Someone could very well make a joke about that disease.
All right, let me
that
just
would
say,
hit home with you that
I
you
agree.
would find funny.
I agree, but like one of the things that make references funny is their relevance. Do you agree with that?
Then why do people still make Holocaust jokes? That's not
Because it's still relevant.
Very relevant.
Yeah, but like
but polio would be relevant because we haven't.
People are
it's
still
been
getting
around
polio.
forever.
Yeah.
Polio is
Yeah.
kind.
No
It's not
one's-
as big.
We just really found a cure.
no
in
one's
the
still
scheme of
going
history.
through the Holocaust or
Right.
things like that. Like no
it's
one.
Hey yo, when you talking about somebody still ain't going through the Holocaust, you don't know about what being black is, then motherfucker.
I think the problem with this argument though is that it's just loaded with false equivalencies. You can't compare rape to murder.
No
it's
one's
just
doing
not
that,
the
man.
same.
No one's doing
Well,
that.
even like the way that is implied in an argument. Well, what about? You can't what about it because it's not the same.
You know
No
what?
one's saying it's the same. When you make an analogy in like law or any argument, no one's saying that they're the exact same.
So,
It's
and
a tool
what-
to make a point.
And what Anthony's saying is it's a bad analogy.
No, it's not a bad
But
analogy.
it's not very
a
concise
bad
because
analogy.
these are very isolated types of crimes. Rape
Murder
is
is
its own thing.
is not isolated, man. You know how many people got murdered in Chicago?
Okay, I know these stats.
500
I
under
know
the
these
age of
stats.
16.
It's not an isolated incident, man.
I'm saying isolated in the issue itself, not people getting murdered
Well,
all the
obviously,
time. You know what I'm saying?
From what I understand is that rape is like being murdered over and over and over, and you have to keep living through being murdered over and over and over. So yeah, all right.
But
that's a fair
hold on.
point, dude. But like,
it's like comparing
Hold on.
bicycles to motorcycles. Yeah, they
I-
have two wheels, but they're completely different.
I
kinds of
agree.
but if the argument was about
vehicles.
wheels, then you could make the analogy.
I agree with what Chris said in the analogy of the sushi chef, and that from what I know about sushi chefs is it takes, from what I understand, like 10 years or something to become like a certified or like an official whatever. But I agree in the sense of comedy is that like, yeah, if you've been doing something for long enough, and because like, I don't know if anyone here, if you have old joke book, like you can write a joke that like maybe you try and it doesn't work, but like if you give yourself enough time to like have that much more experience, that you can come back to it later on and try it and it'll work.
It's not gonna work.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So, if you had that much experience and like you were that much more masterful, so to speak, in that area that you were, working on becoming a professional in, if you have that much more years, that many more years under your belt, you could find a way to find a topic that is somewhat taboo and make it funny.
Okay.
So if you were funny enough and you've been doing something long enough, yeah, you can make a rape joke or a murder joke or a Holocaust joke or a cancer joke and find a way to make it relatable or funny to everyone and maybe not necessarily offend someone so much that they would be so up in arms that they'd have to cause a scene.
So you think once you get good enough that you can make a rape joke and have it be funny the first time you ever say it?
Maybe not necessarily the first time,
You
but
have
like,
to be. You have to fail at any
Yeah,
kind of
see,
joke.
and that's the point that I kind of agree with. A lot of comedians are going to stumble over certain topics, and I think it's a little unfair to always kind of put the blame on young comedians as far as
Well, and then there's
fucking
just
up a
the
young
question
a
of-
They're just
joke.
trying to be funny.
Right, and then I was talking with someone about this the other day who's she's a comedian, and she was she wasn't mad at the fact that this guy was talking about rape. It was just the fact he didn't add any type of irony or any type of comedic device to it. And it just came across as creepy.
he just
I
brought
agree
it up.
with that,
Yeah, he
man.
just brought it
wasn't,
up.
he
I
wasn't
agree with
taking
that.
it anywhere. He wasn't making a point.
Right.
He just brought it up for no reason. That was
Right, and he was
unnecessary.
trying to be edgy.
Yeah, saying shit with shock
and-
value
But
and
see,
had to back it
that's
up.
what I mean. Like,
Right.
a lot of newer comics. I'm not saying all newer comics do this, but I feel like a lot of comics that maybe don't have a lot of the chops to do it will try.
Sure.
Like a lot of comedians I like and respect are very edgy, so I'm going to try and do this. But you
Right.
don't necessarily have the skills yet to do it.
But they should be
Right.
allowed to try.
But you know what?
You know, I
like
told her-
when you learn how to fight, sometimes you would try to go for like a move that you didn't really learn.
Exactly.
You gotta take
And
some
then
L's.
if it fails, you know, you have to live with that and
You'll
be
get better
prepared next
next
time.
But
Right.
if you've been doing it long enough that you kind of know how to defend yourself, even if
Mm-hmm.
you are like have the experience and the chops to do it, even if you attempt something and you fail or it doesn't go as well as you would like or
Mm-hmm.
as maybe as well as it could have been, you have the knowledge and the skills to kind of defend yourself or diffuse a situation and make it still.
Right.
I think
Like-
that's a fallacy, though. I think there's a fundamental flaw in that point because when you try to get good at something, right, you have to practice it. Even if it's
Well, yeah, for
even if
sure.
it's an adjacent arm to something you're already practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to practice something to get good at it, dude. Even if it's a rape joke. I'm not saying I don't even care about rape jokes. I'm just trying to be fair about
For
this,
one thing,
man.
they're boring as shit.
I
Yeah,
agree.
but-
Like I don't
Right.
care about them. I don't
Just like
have a dog.
masturbation jokes. I
But
hate
you
them
also
jokes.
have to know how
I
to
hate
dig
those
yourself
jokes.
out of a hole. So if you're newer and you try something like that and it doesn't work and you don't have the
Then
skills
you learn.
to,
That's
like-
how you learn to dig yourself out of the hole.
No, but
Well,
like
let
if-
me, let
Go
me
ahead, Chris.
let
Go
me
ahead,
ask you
Chris.
this. So the pure core of the concept of the rape joke that I think you're coming across with this is that it's a challenge. Like it's the ability to take something that's a really hard subject to make funny and make funny. Am I correct in
Absolutely.
that?
That's one way to look at it. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, let me offer you this.
Well, then-
Make a joke that's hilarious about 8086 systems architecture. If
no
you
one.
can take a joke.
See,
now,
that's a
here's the
false
thing,
Dude,
equivalent.
you
it's not
picking
relatable,
subjects
you know?
that's not relevant. Then nobody.
Everybody
How many
uses
motherfuckers
their
do
computer.
architecture?
Hold on. Goddamn, let him finish. Jesus
Anthony,
Christ.
go ahead. What you were saying.
I was gonna say that itself, that's kind of a false equivalency
Yeah,
because
man.
architecture and rape are not the same
They're not.
kinds of topics, you know.
But
I
I think-
get the analogy itself.
And
I get,
I think
you know.
the point he's making is it's something that won't hit with everybody.
Here's the other problem with that analogy is that the people who are doing rape jokes, they're not all doing it because it's a challenge. Some of them just, they're like, oh, you know what? Like I'm gonna try to do a
Shock
rape
value
joke.
equals
Shock
out.
value,
Right.
exactly.
But that's just laziness, and then
That's laziness.
as a young
Yeah.
comedian, you learn. Okay, if I'm going to talk about these kind of topics, let me try harder and be more thoughtful and intelligent about it. I've made a lot of stupid jokes over the years. 6 years of comedy, I've said a lot of stupid shit on stage, and sometimes I still do. And I have to own up to that. But
yeah.
I believe in making mistakes in order to like really know what you're doing. And at the same time, if I'm going to approach a topic that's serious, I'm going to be thoughtful and respectful of that topic and consider who's in the audience when I talk about that. So it's a balance. It's
That's perfect. I
you
think
know,
you just
it's-
wrapped it up perfectly.
okay.
Right.
All right. So that's been the podcast
Yeah.
this evening. This has been fucking crazy, man. A lot of strong opinions. Round of appreciate Leem Samad, Halim for
going?
coming through.
Liam's
Tambre
great
Massman.
every time, Mike.
I know Leem is so entertaining.
I like
Leem, do you
coming out
have
with
any plugs? You want to plug anything? Any show you're doing? Any type of
Man, like, what I'm saying? You can always catch me at the Comedy Underground, coming to support fellow comics and, going on stage here and there.
Right on.
And you can check me at It's Jihad Y'all on Twitter.
It's Jihad Y'all
Yeah,
on Twitter.
It's Jihad Y'all on Twitter. You know what I mean? And
Oh man.
yeah, that's really it, man.
Tambre, any plug? Any
Great
events
stuff,
coming
man.
up?
I'm gonna be at Daryl's Tavern on Thursday.
Don't get
Right
stabbed.
on.
And don't get what?
Don't get stabbed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah, stabby place. Stabby.
They stab people.
Also,
at
you have do I believe like a marriage party or an engagement party or something?
Yeah, I'm getting married in 2 weeks. So
to who?
Nice.
to the guy who's on the phone.
That's
Yeah,
right. that's
Chris.
right. Hey, yo, Chris, she got some
Yep.
beautiful feet, man.
Now you sound like my brother-in-law.
Oh wow. Chris is one of my favorite guys who's been in this studio, by the way. You're welcome back anytime, man.
Absolutely. Chris is
Oh,
a
thank you, sir.
He's a good
Chris
dude.
is
Oh,
a
don't
good
forget,
dude.
Tambre, you're hosting Comedy Room on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that.
Ah,
too.
she's doing that also.
He's
Comedy
like
Womb.
He's my secretary.
Husband coming through
Yeah,
with,
he's the fucking bomb.
with the credit.
Yeah,
I am
he's
marrying,
like,
I am marrying that guy for several reasons.
because he allows you to be the breadwinner and he sits the background. But
How dare you?
Oh man.
I got you on.
Oh man.
I've been waiting for that
Jesus.
moment. Yeah.
Jesus.
Not his mustache growing capability.
Cameron Muzzuca, what do you got going on, man?
fucking mic is shit.
I think I'm
sorry.
hosting Daryl sometime this month.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. You can follow me on Twitter at Camerandom, and I'll be crushing puss. So if I have any dates coming up, I'll let you know in the meantime.
The only
Nice.
2 pussies he been crushing.
And Kevin Addison.
I'm doing Candy Basket next Wednesday at the Capitol Club.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's it? All right. And, of course, I'm Anthony Robinson. I'm all around. I'm doing a Northwest Cannabis Market tomorrow on Rainier. My friends from out of town are coming to do it, and I'm going to do it with them. So if you guys want to come watch the show, if you're listening and you live in the Northwest in Seattle, come watch us do comedy at the Northwest Cannabis Market. With that said, thank you guys very much. Been the Angry Black Man Podcast Syndrome. Peace out.
Right on, guys. And this podcast is brought to you guys by ComedyWeb.com. Go check it out. You can upload all your own unique material there. You can make a profile for yourself. You can upload your own podcast, your stand-up, and everything like that. And you can live stream like what we're doing right now.
Awesome.
So thanks for listening.
Thanks a lot, Jason Rudolph.
Jason Rudolph is the shit. Thanks a lot, man.
This is all we need to do is just get the good book, read it, put it to everyday life.
Sisters, niggas, whiteys, Jews, crackers.
This one here.
Don't worry.
Hold that
If there's hell below,
It's not even.
we're all
building this thing.
gonna go.
I want to see that.
sisters, brothers and the whiteys, blacks and the crackers, police and their backers, they're all political leftists. Hey, people running from their worries, while the judge and his juries dictate the law that's partly flawed. Cat calling, love falling, fussing and a cussing. Top billing now is killing. For peace, no